it lagging a little bit, please? Stop lagging.
Here or
The mouse.
It's okay.
the mouse is lagging because for some reason
It's really only
ever
like
since
the
I
faceplate.
installed it,
Okay,
it's
yeah.
never worked correctly.
Okay, well, we're live now!
Yeah,
Alright.
no, it'd be
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is the Sunday, the second Sunday of the month. I'm Big Mike, the rest of the D20 Live team, and it's Craft Check.
Jordan's
That's Jordan,
off screen.
who's off screen, Dom, Dave, and of course our illustrious and my fiance, Sam, the production manager.
What's up, mother flippers?
Some would say infamous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work too. So it is
The
a
Flame
nice,
Queen herself.
casual day. What are people building today?
Dave's building something.
Hey,
Dave,
Why don't you guys tell us what you're building?
how about go fuck yourself? I didn't want to go first.
Well, Dom's painting his lovely dragon from last time.
Yeah, I'm still painting my cosmic rainbow dragon.
Oh, fuck. That's gonna be a cow.
Okay, so I'm painting 3 Space Marine Reavers.
There's literally a spot for you right here,
Here.
Jordan.
Is there?
I can move.
Sam could just sit back here behind Dave, and
Yeah.
you
Come
can just sit
on
here.
over, mother.
So I'm gonna move.
We're getting demonetized immediately.
I don't know if anybody's on chat right now.
Yep.
2 people are.
Yep.
Are they? Cyrus of Spade is here.
One of them's my cell phone.
Everyone's fucking drained after Infinity's out. How you doing, Gecky?
Now we're just here to have some fun. Talk shit.
Answer questions if people have questions about the lore. Well, I'm here for that.
Allow my legs to go to sleep.
Legs go to sleep when they're stretched out flat. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Well, I'm
nice.
too tall for my own gun.
Relaxing day.
Brontosaurus.
Yes. yes, my subbrain. No,
Nope, this is what's happening.
Oh, which way? Okay.
This way.
I will be your support.
Goddamn move. That's gonna hurt if I miss.
So, the
I'll
one
hold
thing
his
is,
buttocks for support.
Gen Con just passed, actually. This
Oh, the
this
Jenny Connie
actual,
things.
weekend while we were doing. Well, how you keep leaning forward, Jordan, because you just do not want to be in contact.
Oh yeah, to cut him
I
off.
don't think you want me to.
I'm working on a
All right,
team.
we're best friends
of,
now. You're my lawn
God, you're
chair.
fucking warm. Get off me.
No,
Get off
working
me,
on
get
a
off me, get
Tau
off me.
You summoned this
Pathfinder
monster.
fire team.
Sorry, what?
I'm working on a Tau Pathfinder team.
Yeah.
Look at it.
I can't. Stop
Ah!
it. It's got a really big drone.
Yes,
For classy operation.
chain gun. It's
I
known as a
mean,
recon
How
drone.
is the crew? How are we all doing?
What
first one I'm
What the
building.
fuck else are you supposed to strap to a drone? But still, like, it's like we got flying drones. What do you do with these? You put miniguns on them.
Great,
Clearly.
Mike. How are you?
I'm good, actually. I'm nice. I'm relaxed. I'm healing. From
Excellent.
The massive size infection I had during Infinity's End.
Yeah, you were not feeling well, were
I
you?
was not. I was amazed I got through that as well as I
Were
did.
you not?
No, he literally.
I was sick.
I couldn't tell.
He had an ear infection and everything. He literally went the day before to get drugs.
Yeah, you looked like you were flagging near the end.
I was. Heyo, hey, checking my names.
Oh,
People are slowly filtering in.
check it. The plastic's blue. I don't even have to paint it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Someone knew what.
Don't you, though?
Lazy. I mean, I guess I could highlight it and do the black bits, but I don't have to do shit now.
Walk around with blue Primaris Marines.
I mean, why didn't they do this originally? This is amazing.
It's
Because
back in
they
the day,
are
it
lazy.
was a very nuanced hobby and part of the wargaming thing.
Yep.
When everything was
suppose.
pewter, no one gave a shit.
Yep.
The
See if I can get the pieces out.
Didn't the
Without
original
scissors.
fucking
Fuckity.
I can't remember the name of the goddamn company that makes Warhammer.
Games Workshop.
Yeah, didn't Games Workshop's original pewter have like a toxin in it that was making?
Oh, probably.
computer itself has a toxin in it.
Fair enough.
So they had to go with non-toxic.
I don't think
pewter.
so, because I wore
Like a lie, when
pendant.
Sam Mike went to get the didn't go to medicine for half a second. Whoa!
Lord Jesus Christ is
now
hosting
hosting one
us.
viewer.
Hey, Crust Jesus.
is the one viewer himself. Because thank you.
Thank you,
I'm
Crusty
gonna check to see what's
Jesus.
going on Twitch? Because
Nothing.
oh, you're on Twitch.
I am on Twitch.
And there's no one there yet.
I am always on Twitch.
Fair enough.
All right, so mods, up your game.
What's up, gamers? Lord Jesus Christ, it's good to see you.
Sup, gamers?
Hola.
I mean, we are.
What's up, motherfucker?
I mean, yeah, but
I don't know who they.
I have faith in their motherfucking abilities.
And the ability that they could, if they so chose.
Oh,
If they so chose.
oh, that's nice to be back here, dude. Having a relaxing afternoon.
By the way,
Nothing
for
riding
people...
on every word
Not-
you say.
You know, not 5 years of history riding on one moment.
Oh my god, Mike, are you still on that?
Jesus.
For people who are wondering
It's like
about
you
where the
completed a
Bravo
light goal
footage
or
is,
something.
it's done. It's uploaded. People on Patreon can see it right now. About 30 minutes after we're done this stream, we're gonna premiere it and see if that works.
Yeah.
Is it
Oh,
still
man.
at 1%?
No, it's done. It went from 1 to like 95
Oh wow.
in like a second, and we're like, wow.
Oh,
snap.
again, I'm happy to
There's
hear that. I'm sorry you've been
transfer
feeling that way,
sheets.
but I'm
I
happy
don't
to
know
hear
how do
that.
Transfer sheets. They're like temporary tattoos, but for a plastic model.
Bravo
I
footage will be
Have
up
some stuff.
today
Really helpful.
after the stream.
I'm planning on doing it, to be honest.
We're gonna try premiering it because I
I
have
don't
no
plan on
idea
doing
how
it,
that's
to be
gonna
honest.
work.
Yeah.
We'll see how
The
it
notes
works.
are already up on Patreon, as is the first 6 episodes of
bro,
the
this
Dark
was
Sun game, as well as L5R, the latest episode that went out. The audio.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Oh man, I still need to watch the RPG 101 panel.
You
that
do?
footage isn't edited yet.
No, but there's still the stream up
Oh yeah.
because it's up for 2. Last
You
chance
do
I
need
can
to
see
see it
on
because I'm on it and I'm a
Rampant narcissist.
rampaging narcissist. So by all means,
You guys are good
absolutely
on it.
watch it
Okay.
90
I was
times.
half dead the entire time. Watching like, well, Mike has no energy left from last night. It's almost like a bunch of immeasurable shit happened to him.
Are you talking into a glass?
Because it gives me an echo. Hi, Mythic. Good to see you on there.
Oh.
Watch
it.
Watch it again on our thing. Have angles.
Do it.
If I didn't harass everyone here on everything they do, I lose my purpose.
Also, you can use these to send.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Leave these with.
And you did an amazing
I'm almost
job
done, I
editing
promise.
that game.
Yeah, it's all
Thank
good.
you.
We'll take turns.
Well, I
Oh, Mike,
literally
like a-
have one more
it's like a
spot.
commune.
New one,
I literally have
Tyga,
one more.
for
Like the
World War
dirty
Release in 2010,
communists.
so that might be a good starting point for you. Oh, thank you. Although,
Sometimes
I'm
the
told I
comment
have to
doesn't
start
sound too
with
bad, to be
Nexus.
honest.
Doesn't.
but we'll see.
You have to start with what?
Ultraman Nexus.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking
Have you heard of it? Okay. Do you want me to explain Ultraman really quickly?
about. I mean, if you're up for it.
Yeah.
Giant man in spandex and bug eyes goes rampaging around town.
Okay.
Well, the idea
Sounds
is,
pretty
like,
cool.
you know how there were all the Godzilla movies, right?
Sure.
Some company had the really great idea of, you know, it's great we got all these villains. Can we have a hero fight these guys?
Why?
Well, then you could just have this guy fighting everybody, right?
But that doesn't make sense. You watch it to see one like giant monster fight another giant. I don't want to like watch a
For
hero
the
go and
kids,
solve
dude.
the issues.
For the kids.
I want them to make more additionally larger issues.
Anyway,
Like they shit on every apartment building in the city. Damn. There's stuff like that. That's not me.
Oh, everybody's lost.
What? Okay.
Like
Where are
you,
I?
mother flipper.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
us.
All of those were for us.
Good! Good, it's good to know them. Can't somebody think of the children? Look, man, is there still...
I mean, they could.
Is
But
there
why
still
would you
massive
want to?
collateral
Great
damage?
thing about
Yes,
children
as far
is
as I
that
know,
you
in
can
Ultraman
make
there is still
more.
massive collateral damage. Because you have a giant guy running around in a spandex outfit,
Bounce.
ninja kicking Godzilla into buildings.
Get the bounce.
Karate chopping laser.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's karate chopping lasers, or he
Well,
is
'cause
karate
does-
chopping using
he
lasers?
does poses,
Yes.
and just beams come out of him and shit.
Both things.
Oh, a blanket statement.
So,
Yes.
And it's like, it's super hot in Japan.
Is it? A lot of stuff is.
This is actually cool.
Uh,
You're a babushka. Are you literally snap? Don't babushka me too. Nexus is the one I give as a blanket recommendation.
Do it while
Generally,
he's-
because people like it, not necessarily as a starting.
Oh.
It's kind of dark.
bring me.
Nope. Nope.
Bring
Sam,
me some
Sam
beats.
is, yeah, the last 2 months of my life have been you discovering Instagram filters.
Not Instagram, Snapchat.
Fine, Snapchat.
It's
Look.
actually so adorable.
Saying it like it's different.
Beth and Nicole introduced you to it,
Yeah, they
and you've
did.
just been like, every mother that discovers it. You're like, oh, look at these filters.
Look at these filters now.
Make my grandchildren
Dad
look
has
so
discovered it, and
weird.
I find it annoying.
Now I'm a babushka. Where are my beats?
So,
Cabbages.
chat, do you have questions for us? Otherwise, we're just
Oh,
going
I
to ramble.
hate this babushka.
Too late. We got to it.
Ha
Oh, because I'm open to answering questions about both Con Bravo and the D20 Live continuity up to this point. By the way, if you want to watch an anime where collateral damage is so crazy, it's kind of dumb, I recommend Snow Gear. It's crazy and dumb and amazing.
Or just any Godzilla.
I still haven't seen King of the Monsters. I really want to.
I do
It's-
too.
it's- how do I put this? All the monster parts are super fucking cool.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
All the people parts.
One of Ghidorah's heads is a lovable dumbass.
Yay.
Nice.
Is that where I keep seeing those pictures from?
Yes.
Where there's
It's,
like two
Hold on.
straight heads and
Yeah.
one hand going,
yeah, it's the left head. The left head's a dumbass, and it's
Yeah.
great. All the parts with the humans are okay. The villain's plot is okay, but you
There's
don't
a
go
villain?
to a Godzilla film to see the human.
No.
You go there. Fuck some shit up.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go there
and-
and chant monster
Here's
fight
my question.
obnoxious.
Ghidorah is
Get
wonderfully
kicked out.
beautiful.
Right.
How
Brutal.
did Nauticus survive the train impacting the elemental plane of Earth?
He's not a kiss.
His mother is Baba Yaga.
Also, his rock
That's not a
hard
good answer.
erection was at home in the Earth plane.
The Penetratus is significantly better constructed than Acerak assumed it was, because Acerak assumed
Ow.
it was a train made in the 1920s, and it was originally made in the 1920s. What Acerak didn't know is the Penetratus is technically the second vehicle to hold that name. When he built the train, he kind of stole technology from different places to reinforce it and make it a giant robot. So it's actually
yeah.
a lot more strong than it should be,
It was a giant robot.
because it was a giant robot. So when it impacted, Nauticus just only got damaged because of the fact that he hit something within the train, but the train took most of the damage and he got impaled, and that was it. Baba Yaga found him shortly after that, because no one hurts her boy.
Because he
Oh,
called
my
Mom.
son.
It's no one hurts my child.
Mom, I need a ride.
Here's a train.
It's
Oh,
also
my
just
poor
jokes
son.
with us, it cannot die. Exactly. I'm curious how many people actually believe that I killed Nauticus.
Everybody
I
did.
did.
A lot of people did. I didn't, but
You did. Told you
I
wasn't.
knew that you weren't gonna kill Nauticus, because you
Yeah.
were just like, I'm gonna make it look like
Yeah,
it
kill
and
him.
and make everybody get mad at me. Ha ha ha.
So Sarek got cocky then, yeah, because Sarek thought he was dealing with a normal, ordinary train, not an incredibly super advanced train.
And also a normal human being, and not a millennial like.
A millennial who's also the child of Baba Yaga.
Right, we forgot about the whole millennial thing.
Yeah,
Didn't he have the Mind Stone on?
he had the Reality Stone on him at the time.
No, I'm talking about a Serac. Didn't he have the Mind Stone?
He did. My big catch-all explanation for why Serac did not use the stones, because I said Serac was never using the stones to their full power.
Yeah.
Right?
He's really into
That was the whole way
spontaneity.
through. And now I've explained why.
Right, because it was
Vecna
the
manipulated
body.
him so he wouldn't.
Yeah.
If Serac had gotten the reality and the power stones, his first move would have been, cool, everything's a negative energy plane,
Yeah.
and it always will be.
For those who don't know, not me though, right? Because I do.
Yeah.
But what is Vecna?
Vecna is the god of magic from the original Greyhawk setting, created by Gary Gygax. And the thing that makes Vecna so unique is, among all the other villains in D&D history,
Yeah.
once they've been beaten in module and in canon, they're kind of knocked back down to where they're supposed to go.
Okay.
Vecna has always come back stronger,
Okay.
which is what it's kind of endeared him to a lot of fans.
He's the Juggernaut.
Not even that. They compare him more to like a Doctor Doom who's competent.
Oh, okay.
Ouch.
I was betting on Nauticus being the body if Serac was using. I remembered Puff was a Puff legit.
He slipped a lot of people's minds. Nauticus is too precious. He wouldn't go without saying goodbye. Yeah, he wouldn't. Too precious to me though. I don't have it in me to kill him. A future version of that. Yeah.
To be fair, we did figure out what would happen with Nauticus and his predecessor.
His successor. Spirit of communication. Spirit of the 20. Second millennium.
I'll
Yep.
have to glue.
It is also the reason why 2019.
19 years
He's
old.
only 19 years old and he's fucking it up.
Yeah.
By the way, during stream, during Infinity, at one point, Clive was like, I'm not sure if you remember this, he's like, why don't you make all of us here Guardians? I don't know if you realized it, but I was trying really hard to cement a gingerbread person as some sort of celestial guardian within your canon.
I got that. The thing was, I didn't want to lock it down to those 9 characters forever.
Ah,
Because I wanted it to be a chance to rotate other things. Didn't think he used Vecna as the big bad, considering Critical Role did that for Vox Machina.
Machina.
Machina, whatever. The thing is, the reason why I had Vecna eyeballed for the longest time, ever since I had planned a Serac back in 2013.
Yeah.
Before even Critical Role had gotten started.
Did it before it was cool.
But
And I was really faced with a hard question as I was going forward in time, and you told me. And then I found out that Vox Machina?
Machina.
Machina
Did it eventually.
they
he
found
won't.
out that
He
Vox.
doesn't care.
When I found out that Vox Machina actually beat him,
He just did
I'm like, no, I'm not gonna let
Machinima.
that happen. No one's gonna beat Vecna.
Also, your Vecna is different than.
Vecna. That was Marshall.
Rock'em Sock'em Vecna?
Yeah.
Mythic also finally
gonna be
watched
fun.
the World of Darkness stream after intro.
Yeah.
Vecna is.
We're warming up to Vecna's appearance, which will be interesting where he shows up.
He? Are you assuming his gender?
Vecna's
Yes.
a guy. He's always been a guy.
What?
I mean, if someone else wants to make him a woman, that's just as viable. Or
That's
trans,
interesting.
or-
Can I make Amadeus a woman?
Amadeus is whatever he wants to be. Technically speaking, I can't remember in D&D lore because someone specifically said this. The good aligned like extra dimensional beings and the demonic ones are different about how they follow gender. One specifically segregates gender and makes sure everything has its own nuance, and the other says everyone has every gender on our side, right? And I can't remember who has which. I gotta reread. I think it was. I mean, it was 5e Vecna. Literally anything could be that system. Vecna makes a Serac look like a speck of dust. He does, and a Serac's his student. The thing is, the way I looked at it was mentally. Yeah, I know. The reason why is a Serac. The psychology I came up with a Serac was a Serac had figured he found a really nice life hack, or a hack to how Vecna had done everything up to that point. Vecna's whole thing was, I want to be a god. I want to be a bigger god. And a Serac, meanwhile, is trying to directly merge with a negative energy plane.
That he
So you
promptly
kind of get
burned
this
down
vibe
his
that he's
house.
trying to cheat the system.
I will say, for,
No,
I
not.
mean, it was 5e Vecna. It wasn't Vecna fully ascended. He was ascending. He was just a lich at that point. That had a, like, in Matt Mercer's canon, like the first stage of,
And there were stages to
and then he was
godhood.
sealed away.
I thought you were in the club. You were in the club, you know.
If you go to Galeria, absolutely.
Yeah, there's
You go
god stuff.
punch a thing
Yeah.
there.
In the original
You got a
lore, what
chance.
Vecna does is he does it in phases. So by the time you meet him in the original modules, he shows up. He's already a demigod
Oh.
because what he did, he figured out how to make. Oh, apparently Rusty's having. No one else is complaining about
Rusty.
it. So, guys, let us know if the audio is going out at all.
I did turn the gain down
Back up.
because, like,
We were booming it out really bad.
because everyone was screaming, and then Jordan was like, "It's peaking all the time," and I'm like, "Well, now I gotta turn everything down."
Okay, well let's turn it back up then.
Up, turn it up, turn it up.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Wild, wild.
Desperado.
Okay, people talk, please.
I can talk.
Hello.
Hello.
How's everybody? Talking times. That's what I'm doing.
Ah! There,
Okay,
that's
just
fine.
Dave, don't go that far.
Stop screaming into the microphone. You're what caused this in the first place.
So,
But I must. I must.
sounds good now. Okay, cool.
And you know I must.
So, audience, ask us more questions. I'm happy to answer the lore.
We're gonna have a quiet crafting stream. All right,
Well,
everybody,
I have something to
turn up the
talk
game.
about.
ASMR crafting stream.
Click,
How was
clack,
y'all's
snap,
day?
glue.
It's been pretty relaxing. I've had a really relaxing weekend, all things considered.
Sprues.
I went to the beach yesterday.
Sprues. Here, give me your sprue.
I saw your snaps.
Yeah.
I'm sure
It
you
was
did.
The waves were fucking huge.
We went to Mississauga, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It was just because it was like super windy there.
Stop.
Why are you ASMRing?
Because I'm a prick.
We need to go to the beach this summer.
I know. We'll go. We'll go. It's
You
okay.
guys are running out of summer.
Promise.
Yep.
Yeah, go now
What
before
would
it
happen
starts
if
getting
they
cold.
didn't think with portals?
What would happen if they didn't think of me? Like if I wasn't there.
Yeah, it would have been a hell of a lot longer.
See. I only have 2 characters, and Mike had already forbidden me from using Issa from Scion, so I was like, well, I can only use shortcut now.
Yeah,
Why were
because
you
none of the
forbidden
gods
from using Issa?
because none of the gods were allowed to participate in.
Oh, okay.
No one noticed it, but absolutely 0 people with god status participated in the Infinity War.
Yeah, and because Issa is a
God,
she is a scion of a god.
Yeah.
As
Who would have forbidden them from doing so?
her
Their parents.
parents.
No, I mean from participating in the war in general. Why would anybody forbid the gods from doing anything?
Because none of the gods wanted to go for the stones. They specifically had an open ban on it.
Mutually assured destruction sort of thing?
Yep.
No, well, actually, it's more complex than that. I'm gonna try and get a video going where it actually explains that. Where,
Okay.
Because I want to do a video where Puff confronts Vecna.
Ooh. Snazzy.
Come at me, bitch.
Mike, I'm curious, why was Dom's gingerbread man chosen or not in the in-game one? I liked the gingerbread guys in inclusion, but he felt a bit like the odd man out. That was Dom's choice.
That was Dom's
Yeah.
choice.
So
If you need, because you're kind of assuming
We
Puff
wanted to eat.
had a much more calculated thing. Because Puff was kind of looking like, if we're blaming this all on Puff, he was like, that one's interesting, that one's interesting. Let's get as diverse a set of skills and throw it at the tube and hope they make it through.
also, from my perspective, it was between Clive, the gingerbread man, or Tim, my warlock,
Who got eaten.
who ended up being treated. By the way, is he alive now?
Yeah, he's alive. He's back home.
Okay, cool.
He's got to explain to all his friends what happened. By the way,
hey
Dom,
guys, sorry I betrayed you.
you still know the Dragon Slave, by the way.
It's like, no, you're
Yeah.
not.
That wasn't taken out of your head. You still know how to use it.
Okay. From my perspective, I looked at everybody else because I was the last person to choose because I was that conflicted between Tim and Clive.
Much to my chagrin, because I'm like, look, it's either I have to draw an undead or a gingerbread man, so please pick quickly.
I looked at the rest of the cast. And I'm like, okay, who's got this? Who's got this? Who's got this? And can you explain this character? Because I'm fairly new. I don't know everybody's characters from every single game, and it kind of chalked up to a lot of people are edgelords, and we have a lot of people who are very strength based and magic based. And we didn't really have anybody who was like slick and slippery. And I talked to Mike. I'm like, if we were to go with a gingerbread man,
How would I even mechanically make that work?
yeah. And he's like, well, first of all, he's probably going to be like a type of rogue. He's probably going to be capable of getting into tight places, unlocking things, sneaking around, being really inconspicuous, and more than anything, he'll be like immune to poison because he doesn't have lungs.
Yeah, or skin.
Or skin. Or bones.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, well, if I'm the odd man out in terms of like I'm the furthest thing from human, sure, I'll do that because we need a rogue, and he ended up actually being really useful.
Yep.
I had money that you were going to be the guy taking the resurrection stone to a Sarac.
Really?
That's why on the poster you're the
holding
one with it.
Oh,
Because we're like, okay, it's obviously going to be him because he's the smallest one. No one's going to notice him running around with this
By
stone.
the way, you need to put up that poster for sale.
I do. I'm going to do that after the stream.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
because there's an entire poster of hang on, probably put it up.
also, I love Tim's death too. My fiance did it.
Hang on, I'll find.
Wow, was that a great roll?
I'll
Great or
bring
terrible?
him to life. One.
Do we have an X-Acto knife?
Because I have a poster of
Nope.
that one.
Forgot to...
It'll be right next to it.
Oh, this is like
Do you want
backwoods
to shrink it onto one screen?
camping crafting.
I just needed
Yes.
to.
I have a stick.
FSD.
No, we banned Jeff Dunham quotes a little while ago.
Hang on, I'm gonna show the
Tyler, get it together.
So as I was saying, that during the entire poster, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that I didn't have the microphone in there because I didn't set the microphone up on the one apparently.
Sam, you pulled a Tyler.
No,
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Tyler, you're fired.
No, leave him alone.
No, he's not. Can't fire.
Can't.
Can't. He hasn't pissed me off yet.
Yeah, no. So basically, what happened was that the
Oh no, the feels.
words that poster. Yes. Okay. So this poster has Clive in there, and it's got he's if you see Clive, if you look at Clive, he's actually holding the resurrection stone.
Yeah.
And we all thought that was going to be that was going to be the case. It wasn't. It was Tom's character.
Portal down.
They're asking if Clive had died, how would we have brought him back to life? See, what I would have said was I would have had Dave's character bake a new one with the parts of the old one. It would have been like a regeneration.
Oh my
From
god.
Doctor Who.
Where am I? Who are you people?
Please tell me I'm not Ginger.
I mean, I'm back, but I'm new. You had just done this weird Time Lord thing.
Huh?
He smells different. Is he a sugar cookie now?
I have a mustache now.
You have
I
to
thought
be,
it'd be
like,
cuter.
slightly Spanish.
Hola, muchachos.
I have a mustache now. It's his evil twin. Get him.
We just keep killing Clive along the way.
I am Clive, but
by
I
the
am
way, where was Agent
spicy.
Flynn during all this?
Oh,
Flynn was
no.
dead when Shadowrun got ripped apart.
Oh, Flynn died.
Yeah, he died.
Womp womp.
To live on in our hearts.
He's alive now.
And our
He's
colons.
gonna. We have to. If we ever get back to Shadowrun, we're gonna have to figure out
Or he was
how
dead.
Flynn retired. Question: was he kosher? I'm guessing we're asking that about Dom's character. Dom, were you kosher?
I don't know how you make a gingerbread cookie kosher.
You use the right salt.
Oh, okay.
No, I think he was pretty standard. Bread cookie. Made in Undertale, they don't have a lot of resources there.
Or a sense of
But
kosherness, I
enough
think.
spaghetti.
There's no
Yeah, maybe he was a spaghetti gingerbread cookie.
Judaism doesn't exist in Undertale.
Pretty sure.
To be fair, I don't even know how to make kosher salt. So
Well,
You
don't.
need a
You
rabbi.
don't. A rabbi does.
Wait,
Oh.
why are you asking?
morbidly
Do
curious.
you want to eat him?
I think everybody wanted to eat him.
Damn it.
Everybody wanted to eat him. I think that was everyone's goal.
I think the plan was just to bake more of him and just graft his head onto more bodies.
Shortcut didn't, but that's because Shortcut was just like she was concerned about everything. Also, she was super scared that Devin's character was like, "I will not follow you to the ends of the earth," and she's like, "No, please stop."
Leave me alone, you giant man.
I don't need followers. It's okay. I'm not that cool.
The only man Devin's character would have followed to the ends of the earth is the Emperor.
Yep.
Yeah, except the Emperor was dead and we brought him back.
Yep.
I love how I was watching the
Sort
chat
of.
dialogue afterwards, and the entire chat was saying, "Bring back the Emperor," and I honestly expected Devin to do it because I was ready to say, "Cool, how many planets do you want to die,
All of them.
and how many
stupid.
relics do you want to lose to bring him back?"
All of them.
At which point the Emperor would then just bring back themselves by sacrificing himself, and thus it would.
Oh, sorry. What I was gonna say was when I first saw the poster,
Yeah.
I did notice that gem, like the Resurrection Stone. But I'm like, that's strange. Why is he holding Infinity Stone?
It's not
Why
the
isn't it
Infinity
in the
Stone.
right shape?
Yeah.
Not an Infinity Stone. It's
No.
a Resurrection Stone.
Yes, but I did not know that.
Now we all learned something today.
Really like that poster. I worked really hard on it.
It's
did.
so fucking cool. As a gingerbread.
Yes.
There's a lot of things on there. Let's not lie to
And
ourselves.
chickens.
The people that took the longest was definitely Devin's character and Nicole's character
They're
because
the biggest.
they were the
Acrobatics.
biggest because they had the most stuff on them because David's character because Devin's character was just large and
In church.
unwieldy and
I went there
also
too.
a lot of deaths. Battle damage. At which point, and then Nicole's character had a lot of real well with putting. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was
You
just
did very well.
it was a lot of work. And
It's almost like it's
I
your
loved it.
personal art style.
Yeah.
Hi, Lord Eric.
Who dat?
Hola.
Who dat? Who dat? Who dat?
Okay.
We don't ask questions around here, Dom.
I'm flying tomorrow, and I don't like
Why?
That's from
Moncton.
it's from Fancy. From
Iggy Azalea?
Iggy Azalea. He goes, who dat? Who dat? Words. I can't talk today.
This
guys.
is the stream.
You're talking a lot, though.
Huh.
MC Sam.
So I put my models together. I am
Uh,
currently base
wiggity,
coating
wiggity
them
whack.
black. Base coating them
I was
black.
wiggity wiggity white.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Sam. How are things going? Hey, Death. Good to know that your caps lock is still stuck.
Also, the Otaku Cat. Hello.
Hello, Otaku Cat. Yeah, we're just relaxing, answering questions. You're putting the base coat on your model.
Yep.
Dave is gluing his drones.
Sam is having an 80s flavored stroke.
Yep.
And
It's
Dom is
just
slowly
ironic I wasn't
painting
alive
his
in the 80s.
dragon.
Don't talk about that.
There's some
Trying to.
prefixes on that, but I don't know them all.
Rainbow Galactic Dragon, apparently.
Cosmic.
What
I'm
is
so
the
sorry.
further significance of the number
Fuck.
200712 given that it showed up in Pokemon? Jack of many names, that is because that is a sign that Puff altered the timeline to prevent Pokemon from getting involved in Infinity's End.
It didn't. It still did.
Minorly.
There were Xenomorph Pikachus!
And that's all there were.
I thought it was sort of like a bad wolf kind of thing.
It was,
It is.
it's partial, it's
It's
effectively
a signature.
that. Canonically, it's the idea is if you see those numbers, Puff has changed things. Although, I could make a game of it trying to decipher what the original timeline was before Puff changed it. I don't want to do that because I just left that number everywhere.
You kind of throw it around willy-nilly.
I did throw it around willy-nilly. I have a few ideas of where it would be, and I'm probably pretty sure at some point I'm gonna write an original timeline and put it up in Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
But give me time for that.
No, you have to do it right now.
Yep, right this second, on stream.
Yep.
Why did Puff's personality change so much from his appearance? Because Puff died and was systematically being tortured by a Sararak through his domination ability over the course of several years of being controlled by him. Because after Tomb of Horrors happens, Vecna sends a Sararak off to find Puff's body. They polymorph him into a human form, and they head off. Additionally, you guys didn't get a good look at Puff's personality originally. When you first meet him, he's been shot to shit by humans.
With
and not a lot of,
cannonballs.
with cannonballs and stuff, and he was exhausted and dead and near dead and barely depleted.
Where's the
Ooh, I'll find it in a second.
or the
Side note, I remember some
Kleenex.
folks being thrown off by the hope is a 9-letter word thing. I thought that it was pretty clear. It was referencing years. Yeah, I thought it was pretty clear too.
Everyone thought it was
They don't make it.
Monicus's name, and then I killed him briefly.
I just
But why letters?
hope is a 9-letter because she's being cryptic.
we are
Because it's-
not
It's
an
Baba.
anagram.
She's not helpful.
But the letters part doesn't make sense.
Cryptic.
So,
Baba. She's not
Not an
helpful, dude.
anagram.
Generally douchey all around at the time.
The other
Baba
thing is
Yaga's
too.
not actually a good person. She is like chaotic neutral to a T. Sometimes evil.
You know,
Cool.
Puff.
What
Some
she
very
wants to be.
extreme things drove Puff from his homeland to coming to where he eventually fought the 4 players, and he was in a really screwed up place by that point. Nowadays, Puff's like, anything that motivated me to do what I did back then, I can rectify. I am back from a house hunt. Welcome, Tipsilar. So, Mike, question for you: how do you ease players into more lethal systems? My most recent Cyberpunk 2020 campaign involved zombies, which I made pretty capable. There were many times where my players freaked out, expecting to die, and I pulled my punches, which I'm not sure if I was a good decision or not.
All about the fun.
Yeah, it's all about the fun. Because I've come close on occasion to killing players, but the thing is, I have very competent players. Right? I always make it a fair. I do. I make it a fair fight, and if my players outwit me, that's the end of it. Because the thing is, as game master, you can't be out to kill your players, because if you are out to kill your players, you'll get them every time. You gotta ride. I always ride where the emotion is. If the emotion when I'm fighting them is I'm trying to kill you, and the emotion when they're trying to save themselves is yeah, come on, you can do it, because you have to encourage their emotional response. So
Wait, the 9-letter word thing was the players.
Players?
Yes, she was basically hinting to the she was hinting to
Whoa,
the audience.
we lost questions along the way.
It's okay. I know where we are. It's fine.
Yeah.
She was basically going, yes, she was saying to the players as well as the audience, hope is a 9-letter word. Because the thing is, Baba Yaga's a tiny bit meta, and she knows that there are other people watching. So, who was Nauticus's father? That's the one.
Should I reveal who that is?
No.
Okay. If you look at your world history around the time when he would have been born, you can figure it out.
Hitler.
No.
Whoa!
No?
1000 AD, really?
Okay, no, I don't know.
Mike, will we ever get the story of how Puff got those cannon wounds? That's up to you guys. I can tell you it just as easily now. I can tell you it. We can in theory go back and do a game of the story of Puff. Have you guys done the
Didn't we
Slayers
stream that
campaign
once?
yet? We have not. We're trying to find a good place to do that because it did get voted very well.
Which one?
They want us to do a Slayers game.
What's that?
Literally where the Dragon Slave comes from. It's this anime.
He doesn't know.
It's this anime right here.
Okay.
The idea is,
Slayers is an anime that's based off of a D&D game.
but
Okay.
unlike something like Record of Lodos War, it's based off of a real D&D game where everyone was a pack of jackanapes.
How is that any different from any other D&D game?
Interlock, you did good, Lord Jesus Christ.
That wasn't even a joke. That was an actual question.
I counted the players and the crew as a whole after the stream. That's how I figured it out. So quick question, with the Infinity Arc over, have we pretty much done a pseudo Crisis on Infinite Earth with a new world made up of remnants of the old?
Nope, all the old ones are back, but new worlds got pulled in.
What was Scott's character's name?
Dexter.
Dexter.
Is Nauticus's dad Charlemagne?
No.
The Charlemagne?
No.
If you think about what Nauticus is, and you look at the history around the time of Nauticus would have been born, there's a specific person. There's also Stellar's D20 book as well. Yes.
Also, his hair and his eye color are a very big hint.
Okay.
I'd love to see in the game, Mike. Well, if you guys want to see Nauticus's origin story, I can do it. We could do a stream.
Or
of it.
the
Year Zero game.
Year-
The Year Zero game, he's more of a villain than that one.
Yes, I know.
Hey, Jordan,
I was in the.
check
I
this
was.
out.
You
I
played the
played
Year
the Year Zero game.
Oh, well,
Recon
I kind
drone
of want to spruce up
with-
go back to it.
Neat.
Pop out fucking.
2020 is
Super
brutal,
bro.
and my character has nearly died in every
Oh, it's
game.
just this
He's
harmless
solo,
drone. Ka-chunk.
And
Oh
Hell,
no.
a friend of mine
please.
also in that game has had 4 characters over 8 sessions. One died in 30 minutes due to a grenade to the face. The idiot didn't wear armor. We asked him what he was wearing, and his reply was a fancy suit.
yeah, but it's
Okay.
2020, and you want to wear a fancy suit.
Where was Nauticus born?
These eyes.
Where?
Should I say where?
Baba Yaga's hut.
Yeah, he was born in her hut.
So he's
But he's from the spirit. His father is from the Spirit of the Century world.
Which is our world,
Yeah,
technically.
but just more pulpy.
Hello, Alexander Johnson.
Gasp! I knew it.
Hello.
I know his father.
What are Nauticus's thoughts on Rasputin?
Oh yeah, because canonic in certain canons, Rasputin is Baba Yaga's son. If you want my thoughts, he's not great. He's like my brother. And he is my brother.
Only shittier.
He's just shittier. You know, what with all the horrible crap.
Not to knock Nauticus's mom, but I can see why he has the personality he does now. It's hard not to grow up so open-minded when your mom is a meta Russian folktale.
And a child eater. I'm surprised no one turned around after that and said, is that why Nauticus hates kids? And it is. He just does not, because he was fed them growing up.
Oh.
gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never eat a whole one.
So,
No, got some cellophane in there.
going
Save
back
for
to
later.
hope is a 4-letter word.
9-letter word.
9-letter word.
Hope is a 4-letter
So
word.
hope is
Fuck!
pronounced Chigreshpid.
It's Russian.
I liked it.
Canon.
It's canon. Chigreshpid.
CHGRESHPD. Chigreshpid.
It does sound Russian.
Sounds
I feel bad for Nauticus.
Yeah, everyone does. He had a rough upbringing.
For example, there was a scene where a zombie ripped off one of the nylon helmet, and thus the player had 0 stopping power on his head, and I could have had that zombie aim for his head and rip his head off, but I decided against it.
How smart was the zombie? And
yeah, are we talking like what kind of zombie lore are we pulling that from exactly? Because I also might be wildly obsessed with zombies.
Also, Lord Jesus Christ, how fatal you are is a conversation you have to have with your players. Because and I've argued there's a way to make a fatal, not a fatal the RPG game, because that game's terrible, but a game where death is a thing. And it's entirely dependent on how you construct it, how important role playing is, and how you frame that death. Because if I say to Jordan's character, "No, you're dead. I killed you," he's just gonna be pissed off.
Yep.
If I say in the heat of the moment, it's like, "Jordan, he's gonna punch you in the head. I can't dodge it. I'm sorry. Do it." And I can see Jordan calling me a coward for not doing it.
Yeah.
And then I punch his head off. It's like, "Oh, I'm coming back and I'm gonna get my revenge or some shit," right?
I told you to kill me a number of times, and you
I know.
refused.
Just because life is the trap.
Let me die.
No.
I actually
You're too much fun alive.
in a campaign I'm running with some friends of mine. For the first arc of the story, I told them, I'm like, this is because you're not used to 5th Ed. I have a lot of new players because it was MDMing. This arc, this entire city is your tutorial. Like, it's your playground.
Tutorial Island.
I will do things realistically. However, I will tell you, there's going to be less of a chance of you having fatal encounters because I want you to get used to the characters that you're playing and get used to the system that we're playing. So they made it out of the tutorial of their own choosing, and in my latest session a couple of weeks ago, I had them face off against 2 air elementals, and one of the elementals brought down the sorcerer. Everybody was surrounding it. It was the last of the air elementals, and the sorcerer was unconscious with 1 failed death saving throw. So I'm like, who is the air elemental going to target? So I numbered each of my players, I rolled for it, it ended up being sorcerer. Lucky that the cleric had the warcaster feat and got the attack of opportunity on it, because otherwise the sorcerer would have died. It was very close, it being the player character death, and everybody was fine with it because they understood the parameters of possibility. They knew that it's possible for them to, I'm not going to pull those punches. That ends up being the case, and sometimes you just got to roll for who enemy targets.
It is better than everybody else voting character be the sacrificial lamb, so that apparently we can get character death going, because they're like, oh yeah, if your character dies, then you can make a new one, but you can also have your other character be like plot important in the nether realm. And I'm like, hey,
This sounds very specific.
I don't want to die. How about you don't kill my character and we find another way to do this? Everyone else goes, no, Sam, because your character sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you notice none of them are on a YouTube channel.
Nobody's character ever sucks. It's just whether or not you agree with what that character's doing. No one's character ever sucks.
I had a bard, and they were like, your character does nothing. And I'm like,
bards do everything.
I rallied the entire village to fight against this zombie. I found a way so that way we could fight the zombies without any people dying. I figured out all the ways that we could do it. I found help. I got all the items that we could to make more alchemist fire. I did all this other stuff. But yeah, I did nothing.
The one time I ever did GM anything, it was a game over Skype, and it lasted a couple of sessions because I don't know what happened.
Shitty.
He just gave up after a while, and I was like, I don't know what happened, but alright. So generally speaking, I would control the monsters, and I would have them attack people based on who the highest threat was.
Yeah.
Like, the wizard in the back casting spells is clearly the most dangerous of all you fucking losers. So they're going to want to get through the front line and into the wizards at the back. And we're playing on a mat, and we're playing with like a grid thing, so it was easy for them to block that advance by having the tankier guys be up front, and then the monsters are trying to get through them to then the squishy bits.
Yeah.
Basic tactics.
Yeah. So, like, I wasn't gunning for any number of people, and then when if someone did go down, they would be like, okay, so you up front are not a threat anymore. So we'll mop you up when we finish off the rest of your friends. And then they would go after the next guy, but they'd leave you dying on the floor. So if you're able to run back and heal him and get him up, then it changes the dynamic entirely. So that's how I handled it. It wasn't like a numbered thing.
Well, it also depends on like intelligence of the enemy, right?
Sure.
Like if you get bandits, they're going to be more tactical than say an animal, which is, as you said, going for like either the biggest threat or what's closest.
Yeah, like if it had been like a bear, then it take down one target, and it would probably try to take its prey and run.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna then eat you.
Yeah.
So it won't stick around to fight 3 more characters for its food. It's gonna grab you by your face and haul you up a tree like a leopard. Like. So yeah, it kind of depends what you're fighting and who you're fighting. Zombies are stupid generally, along with skeletons. I mean, they're gonna go for whatever's in front of them and whoever the closest target is.
Can we get
This
sorry.
paint
We
is
got
gone.
to
Says-
get through a few more questions.
Jordan, with all the
Spongy.
stuff that can happen in
Yes,
RPGs,
bad.
death is too much of a mercy.
Sorry, bud.
Can we get a reading sometime? A bit of Fatal, just to see how long it takes for the test crew to break into laughter. The problem is with Fatal, from what I know of it, it will be a whole lot less of this is funny and we're making fun of it, and more a lot of, oh dear, this was put in a book.
Yeah, like why were they thinking?
Why would they think of that? But, like when I played LA Noire.
Speaking of killing kids, what does Star Wars try to make
What?
Skywalker lightsaber is all important when it kill younglings? I even jokingly call it the young.
Yeah, there's a lot wrong with how the prequels feed into the new trilogy and other things.
Zombies were instilled with a major killer instinct and boosted speed and strength due to the drug that turned them into zombies, which was created by Biotechnica in an attempt to create mind-controlled super soldiers, which obviously failed. Not exactly smart, but they know how to kill and want to.
Okay, so that's different.
You've
You
got
can always bring them back and make
T-cell
them smarter.
zombies.
I don't know. I feel like with zombies, they're just berserker. Like they have a
Yeah.
really instinctual need to just rip and tear whatever's in front of them, right? So they would go for just whatever the fuck's in front of them. Just they don't care who's the strongest, who's the weakest, whatever. If you're wiggling around and you're alive, you're fair game. So
If you have a heartbeat, you're a target.
yeah, that's how I ran skeletons. I was like, skeletons are dumb as hell. They're fire and forget missiles and a necromancer would use. Like, you go do whatever. And they
Don't
go there
use-
and they try to chop you up, and they wouldn't care if you're wearing plate or if you're wearing cloth. They just go for whatever's closest.
We don't use just a necromancer. We don't use skeletons to kill adventurers. We use them to clear out the raccoons.
Yeah.
The adventurers just happen upon them.
Them. I'm trying to get the raccoons out of my house. Your house is a cave full of death. It's still mine.
They ruined the furniture!
You mean the throne of skulls? Do you know how many skulls?
That's a lot of adventure. It took me a long time.
How do you be useful as a bard? Well,
Jack, you've never seen the fucking demotivational poster of a black guy sitting amongst the Ku Klux Klan with a glass, and it says, "Bluff, get above 20, you can do whatever you want." Oh, no, get above 20, you don't have to fight. And I
Yeah.
can attest, that's what happens.
Bards can do pretty much anything they want.
Yeah,
you're stupid.
they are the most diverse class and also the sexiest.
They're also incredibly dangerous in Pathfinder.
I liked playing a bard in Path.
So they're so much more powerful. Well, that's Pathfinder in general. That's not really a fair measure.
But the book of
Ultimate Intrigue.
the Ultimate Intrigue is
Yeah, it just
so
takes up
much-
to like 10 million.
It's great. I love it. Mike hates it because I abuse it so
I
much.
want more of it.
It would make the cyber psycho zombie. It would make sense that skeletons would be stupid. Their brain is literally gone.
Yep.
Shadow Crown is here early.
Hello, Shadowground.
So there's one interesting thing in Fatal, which is a random table with 3,200 possible results. Most of them involve sex and bad things, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Your audio is breaking up a bit. I think that's just when we were. Glad, Jordan, you like the 1-to-1 scale pattern for the axe.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Hustle Biotechnica is an extended lore, the anti-umbrella. Mike, I find that
Wow.
poster.
From
I must
Resident
find
Evil.
that poster, but I'm scared to Google for that.
Just go demotivational bluff. Demotivational bards. It would come up.
Hey, Mike, what game are we gonna be playing for the next week before stream? has tell me more Super Robot Wars. It is more Super Robot Wars because I deserve
Yeah, you do.
all of the fucking super robots because I worked so hard to make sure that this stupid video would work properly.
For Com Bravo.
For Com Bravo.
You get to play whatever you want.
I am playing Super Robot Wars. I don't care what anybody else says.
Yeah.
Also, it gives Jordan another week to not watch me play XCOM.
You just yell at chat the whole time.
Book of Ultimate Intrigue. Yeah, it's one of the later books that came out from Pathfinder. Unlike Ultimate Wilderness, it's really good. It has a lot of really good city intrigue stuff for players to do.
Sam, Overwatch. Damn it, Sam. Why are you not Overwatching? Why do you hate Overwatch?
Super Mecha Commander Samantha.
It's how Jordan watches me play XCOM because he gets really mad because I don't do it correctly.
No, just like basic things. Okay, you know what? It's okay. Play it how you want to play it, and I'll just scream ineffectually in chat.
Exactly.
And we'll both get what we want.
Exactly.
That sounds like a parent not in approval of their child's methods, but knows they can't win.
That's exactly what Jordan
That's
is.
my actual parenting style.
Which is hilarious because she still does well.
My child?
No,
No,
I do.
The child's a dude.
Yes.
Chicks really do dig giant robots. This one does.
I do.
After
Let's
her
start
reason, there's a ring on that
alternating the
finger.
Goldian Hammer for Sam, then the easy props for Scott, Tom, and Dave.
What prop is mine again?
In one gen.
I got the tube of ice.
We're talking about props.
Yeah, Dom's would be easy. Just send him a tube of icing.
Don't eat it.
Like
Delicious!
delicious.
Be like, I'm getting stronger. A dagger.
Oh,
He's getting something, all right.
I would have to pin down Devin and put a mustache on him made of icing.
A dagger with a face hugger here, sticky note.
What?
That's what Shadowcrown says.
Oh.
Your thing is a dagger with
Nice.
face hugger here, sticky.
Nice.
Wow, that was a good bunch of silence.
Yep.
At some point, I have a Mad Cat and King Crab to read.
Oh, from BattleTech. Yeah.
The tabletop.
Yeah. I'm trying to, because the problem is, for me with BattleTech, is there's BattleTech and then there's Heavy Gear, which is a Canadian company.
I loved Heavy Gear.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw Tipshuler's thing. It's Super Mecha Commander. No, it's Glory Greatest Mecha Commander!
I got
Get
Magus
it right!
My god, Magus.
Magus.
Oh, Magus.
He means
excellent.
Magus.
You don't want the mecha KGB after you.
Mecha KGB. Oh.
Glory Greatest. Yeah.
Glory Greatest KGB.
Well, now we're on a list of some sort.
Yeah.
I'm still shocked. I did not expect how big the chainsword pattern will be, and then because I'm me, it has the teeth that is have the teeth motorized and have a speaker that has 2 lines from second Deathwatch game for Devin's thing.
Yeah. It said one of them was going to be, I remember seeing this post, one of them was going to be a chainsaw noise, and the other one's going to be Devin screaming, for the Emperor, then fuck you guys, because no one followed him.
A bit surprised that no one thought to weaponize facehugger acid all the times they showed up.
No, because we're too busy shitting our pants.
Also, facehugger acid is pretty bad. It generally goes to
He got really upset when I said it was burning away his armor and then his hands.
Oh.
Yeah, because
I'm
it
like-
would have.
I'm like, dude, it does that. It goes through decks.
I
Ships.
honestly kind of think that it would be on par with Space Marine spitter gland.
Yeah,
I don't know how good that acid is, though.
it's not that good.
Yeah, comparatively. He said he neutralized it, which makes sense. But
I
still.
was trying to
I
sound
didn't.
like the Mega Man opening,
What?
Sam.
No, it didn't.
Oh.
I know.
I figured you gave it to him as one of those things where it's like,
No.
just let the plot keep going. Just go, just go.
Super
Super
fighting robot.
I see.
The one all the fans yelled at because it
Parental
wasn't accurate
floss.
enough, and
I
you know
see.
what? That was actually not that bad. Cartoon
Not
adapted.
fan
But
of parental
I like-
floss.
Y'all are nerds.
Thank you.
So, fun
Look at
fact.
those nerds.
I don't know if some people noticed, but Gen Con was last weekend.
Yeah,
Oh, we all fucking noticed.
I did not notice.
I did. Well,
Why is this significant? Explain.
I'm bringing it up because I was curious, because I do actually do research for new RPG systems, and I was looking around.
Okay.
Yeah.
she has lost
I was
her
looking
mind.
around to see what new systems were showing up at Gen Con, right?
Okay.
And holy crap, could I not find them? If it wasn't Pathfinder 2nd or Cyberpunk's newest edition, no one was talking about it, and I had to go diving
Thanks.
to find out what some of these were. And I'm upset because some of this stuff actually looks interesting.
Oh, good sign.
Because Dungeon Crawl Classic has their annual book they showed off there.
Okay.
A system called D20, which came out in 2004,
Hello, Tack.
finally
Generates.
is getting a Western release here. And it looks like a Russian, if I'm reading it right.
It looks like a Russian?
Glory greatest.
Glory great.
Here.
Okay.
It's like a
Gorbachev,
caveman
make
punk
that
kinda
wall a foot shorter.
Does xenomorph acid go through magic gear?
game. I mean, in theory, if you do enough damage to anything, it goes through
It's
it.
fucking the worst
If you
acid
make
anyone's
the
ever
acrobatics check, anything's possible.
Oh my god.
Acrobatics out of the way of the acid. Too
The other
fucking
games I
bad.
saw,
heard of.
which
You
were
can't let
interesting.
it go. You turned it into a fucking shirt.
I did. Because I figured I should at least profit from it.
Like, let that joke go. It's like, no.
Let
Forever.
my
There was
humor
also
go.
Cartel, where you can play a Mexican narco fiction, a Mexican cartel,
Nice.
which I thought was interesting.
Probably came out in response to the show Narcos.
Could be.
Maybe.
Would make sense.
I'm still happy my freehand drawing skills did not diminish. Jordan, the pattern I did earlier was all done freehand, and it shows this chain sword I used mostly a ruler.
No,
Yeah.
it's super, super cool.
The other
That makes
game
sense.
that was really cool that I heard about was Spire. And I'm upset this didn't get more attention. Because Spire, the entire idea is Elvish society lives all in this one spire, like a building in Mega City.
Like an
1,
arcology
right?
kind of thing?
What?
Like an arcology?
Like they live there.
I
It's
don't
like
think he knows.
it's like a big city block, basically.
Oh, an arcology is like a self-contained building, sort of
Basically,
thing.
yes.
Like a city within a city type of thing.
And the Drow live on the lowest levels.
As appropriate.
Yeah. And you
Down
play
you
and
go.
the elves
What
and
are
the
you,
elves are on the
dark-skinned
highest
people down
levels,
there?
and you want to. And the idea is you're the dark elves causing a rebellion, and you're taking over.
That's cool.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's really neat by concept
Aw.
alone, and I'm upset I didn't hear more about that.
At some point, could we get a tutorial for heavy gear?
If we play it, I Tech 2743. And your name is.
What would happen if the party had all died to Xenomorph?
Same thing would have happened if they died at any other point.
Would have been a
They would
shameful
have.
as fuck game.
The Lady of Pain would have taken over, and D20 Live continuity would have gone in a way different direction. She would have brought order to the universe.
Eva was also last week.
Yeah.
The Dark Eye is German.
Now there's some nerds.
What?
Going to Evo. Know what Evo is?
Nope.
Video game convention.
Question for Sam: Is
Why is that
Quinn
worse?
a base bard or is she an archetype bard? She's a base bard.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you have some.
I have some nifty stuff that makes her unique, but she is still if you break her down, she is still a base bard. She is min-maxed to fuck though.
Yeah, Evo is about fighting games. Like
Oh,
Street
okay.
Fighter and Mortal
Everything.
Kombat.
Oh, nerds. Oh, I don't know.
There you
It
go.
was always fun watching the controversy erupt when Smash finally made its way to Evo. God, were they upset.
Dim Wrath and Glory debut at Gen Con last.
I legitimately don't know. I'm just trying to get on top of Gen Con news.
Jordan, question: Does
Oh, no.
Goblin Schlobin have a name for the type of gun he uses? If not, I recommend calling it the Shatter Shot for obvious reasons.
Well, they're not supposed to explode. They're just made of ivory.
That just happens.
Yep.
It's not a defect. It's a feature.
It means they can't be can't be stolen very easily. Because
The
The
shattered
second
eye
If
It
it's
was
will
stolen,
lead
it
you
just
back
can't
to
be
the-
shot.
Yeah, the second anyone uses it, it blows up in their hands.
Ah, there's the motherfucker who stole my coat.
ah, caught you red-handed.
What is
Terrible.
my blood? Yes, that's why it's because you're red-handed.
Do you not get the joke? You are stupid, man. You should not have stolen my.
You are not only a thief, but you are stupid.
This is what happens when you're poor.
Oh,
This Do they not have books where you are from?
Speaking of Evo,
What happened to the education money? Oh
Did,
wait, it
did
went to
language
me.
not make it to your village?
Oh,
Terrible.
I still say the elephant story I saw everyone break down during the stream.
This is because it's awful.
Oh, you and your
Fucking
elephant
The
farm.
elephant farm? This is terrible.
Ivory
And,
doesn't
like,
grow on trees.
Pseudo racist. Like the villagers who run my farm get the elephant meat, everyone wins.
Oh my god.
They think I'm a god of some kind. I haven't the heart to tell them different.
What was the business to tell them otherwise?
They think I'm doing them a favor.
Finally has the ability to comment, has been away cooking, listening to the insanity. Oh, hi, Squall!
Hey, Squall.
Hey.
Yeah, Garbage Lab is a fucking terrible person.
Yeah, he is.
That's not by accident. Sometimes I like playing fucking terrible people.
I shall not talk about the other
Oh,
one.
Dom, shots fired. I heard that.
Yeah, except my gun didn't explode.
Oh!
Eventually, Garbage Lab's entire shooting arm is going to be pure mother of pearl and ivory.
Yep, and then I'll have an AC check. Natural AC.
Eventually, Goblins. Hang on. Curls Hans.
Goblin Goblin.
Londa shows up. Oh man, that would be hilarious. Seeing Jordan's Shadowrun character meet his spirit character.
Oh, the hilarity.
Hello, Counter Saturn.
The what?
Your Shadowrun character meeting your spirit character.
Oh,
Them trying
I
to
don't know.
brag who's the more rich one.
No, honestly, it's like I say when I tell... You know how people say, oh, I'd love to meet someone just like me kind of thing?
Yeah.
I would fucking hate the people just like me. Like, I would meet someone just like me and be like, you guys see that son of a bitch? Like, what? Who the fuck let him in the building? Like, I would just not
His
get
presence
along.
is an insult.
I would not get along.
It annoys the very soul of me.
No.
Chad, ask us questions. Come
I
on.
generally don't get along with people just like me. Like, there's only enough room for one giant personality in this room, mister.
And
I
I
refuse
called
to let it
dibs.
be anyone else other than me.
Yeah. It didn't used to be this way.
Someone opened the floodgates.
I was, like, a super introvert when I was a kid.
Mike, when is the Cyberpunk game? Next year. Because next year I'm taking all of the items that have been sent to me in the mail that are not supplements are going to be played.
So, okay, so this do you want to list off the rest of the games that are for this year?
Yeah, well, you're going to do Maid.
I'm doing Maid.
Yeah.
And then
Woo!
Scott's doing
Mage.
Mage.
Of the North Star?
And then who's after that?
Mage of the
We're
North
having
Star.
a guest GM come
Yeah.
in for November.
And then I'm doing
And then
Pendragon.
Mike's doing Pendragon in December.
The Gundam game will be in February of next year.
What are your opinions on rolling things like bluff and diplomacy on other players? Oh,
I
on
don't think
other
it works.
players, it's not fun. It's way easier just to talk to them.
I would
And then
straight up
try
not.
to-
I would straight up not let you.
I know. I don't like rolling against other players. I like doing it against NPCs because it's fun. But
Yeah, I know.
They don't have souls.
Floor sucks.
but like it's just
Made of suck.
it's just easier to talk to your players and then make
Yeah, my
convincing
everything
arguments.
is so sore right now.
Lord Jesus Christ Castle Falkenstein is not in there somewhere because I don't have the physical book for it. But for sure, Cyberpunk.
Oh, there
And
we
I know we've got 2 more books.
I just need to
They
sit
got
like
mailed
this
to me,
and
but I
let the
haven't had a
blood flow
chance to
again.
go find out what they're yet.
All right, everybody, we're taking a
Indeed.
weird sit break.
Yeah.
Bro, let the blood fucking move.
Bro, am I too fat for the ground?
Oh my god!
Well,
What is happening here?
if we're doing that, then we're gonna open up the package.
Are we opening up now? I thought we were going to open up
I
during
also
the
need to
video
go to
game
the
stream.
washroom real quick.
No, why not?
All right.
Mail time!
Dom, don't worry. The second wave of props from the rest of the crew and some guest characters will be coming after the first wave. I found a good pic of a thermal detonator for Connell. I'm pretty sure I misspelled that.
Oh, that'd be
That's
pretty
amazing.
awesome.
Thank you.
That's how thermal detonator is spelled. You didn't spell his name right.
Fuck off.
Didn't you?
It needs more N's.
Is there not 2 N's?
He's off being Scottish today.
Okay,
Yes.
so these got sent to me.
Just put an N between each letter.
Canonical.
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 So,
No, he's canonical.
what did I get sent?
He is canonical.
Canonically comical.
Oh, guys!
Fiasco.
I have a copy of Fiasco!
What is that?
Oh, Fiasco is so much fun.
Oh, it's great.
Explain it in more words.
Cool. It's all
What
about
is it?
being-
It's fun.
It's
like,
all about how your life
Okay.
falls apart in these weird scenarios you concoct in the relationships between people.
Are you gonna paint his soft underbelly?
Maybe not.
It's very little dice rolling. You only roll dice at the end of the game, and then yes, worldwide wrestling. I'm running a game of this. I call dibs.
Okay.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. Oh,
I
I'm
will
running a
only
game.
play if I can do my terrible Randy Savage impression.
Go ahead.
the whole time.
Go ahead.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
Are you-
I have this book
That
finally.
model was not dry
Are
yet.
you doing El Pollo Loco?
Of course I'm doing El Pollo Loco.
Yeah.
What does that mean in English?
Crazy
The
chicken.
devil
Dom!
chicken.
Oh, boy,
Dom!
the
Oh, yeah.
crazy chicken.
Dom!
Dom! Okay,
Dom!
whatever. I yelled once.
And object permanence now. Who?
Where'd that dragon come from?
And that's how we roll. Ba-dum-bum. If someone could send me that sound clip of that fucking joke thing, that would be amazing.
Unpopular opinion, Janemba is better than Majin Buu. Fair enough, alright.
I don't really care.
Bless you. Dom,
Is one of those from Dragon
we
Ball?
found
Bulma.
a way to bring back El Pollo Loco into D20 Live.
Oh, in that wrestling thing?
Yeah,
Nice.
to bring back El Pollo Loco.
Don't
I
mind
need to
him, he was
remember my character's name
peeing
from
in the
that
sink.
fiasco.
So yeah, I have Fiasco and Worldwide Wrestling. I don't know if I'll run the Fiasco game. I might make someone else run it. If we do a Fiasco game.
I run it.
You want to run it?
Maybe.
Okay.
Dumbin.
Dom has practice.
But I'm definitely running Cyberpunk and I'm definitely running Worldwide Wrestling. That's just done. Because I'm going to run Cyberpunk like 80s trash.
As it should be.
That is so cool. Thank you guys for sending those. You know, if the portal had stayed open, I could see both Jordan's characters making a lot of money in Sigil. The problem is they'd be going up against every Batizu that shows up. Devil.
Barista?
Devils. They're devils.
I mean, Majin Buu is essence of evil, whereas Janemba is pure evil distilled vessel.
So Far Cry 3
Janemba?
Blood Dragon. Yeah. But I will literally
Janemba.
come on to stream with shades on, and I will find the most 80s goddamn shades I can find and go, welcome to the world of retro. And
Gag me with a spoon.
oh, shut the fuck up.
No, I love the 80s. I would love to be a part of that.
Yeah.
I would feel that Jordan's characters would be
They would.
New stream of just me yelling at myself.
It'd be hilarious. It's gonna be all in your different accents.
You need mirror shades for night shades. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll find if I can find mirror shades, I will. They're complimenting your dragon, Dom.
Oh, what? Huh? What?
Oh, thank you.
Mike, I have a site for you for said sunglasses. Please send them to me. I will buy them out of my own pocket to get these fucking sunglasses.
Wait,
for
I
this
just
site.
realized that literally everybody in this room is made.
Yeah, shit. This is
Oh.
everyone for Maid.
What?
You're Maid.
You're
Next
made.
one.
Are we making
Next
all
one.
new maids?
Let's say
Yeah.
yes to that.
Nice.
You've been voluntold.
Damn it!
No, but hi. Welcome.
Oh man, Mike, there are shades that one person made that has LEDs that light on the outside. Well, it's not a shades, but more like a visor. Just, I need the most gaudy fucking shades, like Doc Brown shades from Back to the Future, with like just the most obscene fucking things. You okay, Jordan?
Waiting
Summing
for
up?
paint to dry.
Literally.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't do this
Yeah.
from health.
Yep.
I wonder if we could get a heat lamp going or something.
I would just melt the plastic.
Would it?
Yeah, it'll dry in like 2 minutes or so.
Yeah, no, let's do it.
I can use Space Marine discs. Under there.
As long as the base size is the same, who cares about the height, right?
Just
Oh.
get them melted and I'll just kind of go like, meh. And I'll make like a little plastic column.
There's a lot of.
Why didn't you hit me? I'm basically a stick. We glued the guns to the side.
What a nightmare.
Talking about the towel?
What?
Yeah, I guess.
Sure. What happened here?
Oh, compulsive scratching.
Oh. There was a wound on Dave's leg, and I decided to poke it because I thought it'd be funny, and it just was not.
It's like losing green.
Good hustle.
You used to.
So that went there.
Can I be honest? I have no idea where to take Death Watch after what I did last time.
Yep, you kind of one-upped yourself.
I did.
Congrats, you played yourself. Memed.
Oh, DJ Khaled.
Memed.
If only he made music.
Yeah, he does.
He does not.
He screams his own name at the start of other people's songs.
Exactly.
DJ Khaled.
They have a cost in the core rules.
Look, all you gotta know is that bitch only got through 3 wings on Hot Ones and then gave up. That's all you need to know about DJ Khaled.
Oh, so he is a punk bitch.
He is a punk bitch. And you can send
we
this video
explain
to
who DJ
DJ
Khaled
Khaled. No. Because he's a punk bitch.
What?
We're talking about the Unsaga DJ Khaled, right?
What?
No.
What?
Oh, okay. Who the hell are we talking about?
Actual DJ
Who the
Khaled.
hell's DJ Khaled?
He's
a
DJ.
punk bitch.
Oh no, that's a better insult than we all came up with. Who the fuck is DJ Khaled?
He's
So,
a punk
Mike,
bitch.
were you aware that there was a
That's all he is.
Paranoia Cyberpunk 2020 crossover adventure? I was. I still have to figure out how to make that work. Which could be a fun way to cap off both. Just have the Paranoia and
Not
the Cyberpunk.
Mississauga. DJ Khaled. Actual DJ Khaled.
Fair enough.
There's two
Okay, so
DJ
who's this
Khaleds?
DJ Khaled of which we...
He's kind of meme
He's
heavy.
part of pop culture.
Okay.
He's a bit memey.
Did you turn into a 60-year-old man?
Fuck you.
Who are these young people? What are they doing?
Oh, is this the young hippin' and hoppin' music?
Well, clearly they have to go to the edge of the Eye of Terror. That is the only way you can...
The only
line
way
up the
we can
last
see.
Death Watch. Yeah, just have them kill the Chaos Gods.
You,
The only
Bearded
way-
Dude, hosted us with 1 viewer. That's DJ.
I've seen this guy.
Yeah.
What's his deal?
He's an awful music creator.
He's a music producer who when he produces a song with someone, he's on the beginning of the track screaming his own name,
Mm-hmm.
DJ Khaled.
or something like that. And then he went on Hot Ones, which is a thing on YouTube, where you eat hot wings and then you answer questions, and he got through 3 wings and then gave up.
But like the first 3 are nothing.
Yep. Because he's a punk bitch.
By the way, you Bearded Dude, we have been eating your cheesecake.
And it's delicious.
It is really good. It's just,
Mike,
it's a lot of cheesecake.
Will you ever throw the Death Note into a campaign? You know what? I would love to do a gumshoe game where it's trying to find the user of the Death.
I
Love
might enjoy
Dave.
doing that.
Wait a minute.
Damn it! Love
Because
Dave.
I gotta admit, if I was gonna do a gumshoe game, I would do that.
That'd be really tricky to do because involvement of the Death Note itself would play a factor, which means one of the players would have to die.
Not necessarily.
No, but
You're part of the.
if they slipped up.
Kira has revealed if you slip up, yeah, but there's always a possibility of dying. You have it that there's an initial. You do an initial game where you just show these guys dealing with stuff normally as a squadron for Interpol, and then the last thing is the new fresh wave of Kira killings has happened, and they all get assigned, and that's how you lead into it.
Sure, the Europeans do.
Sure.
Now they're just complaining about DJ Khaled giving up after 3 weeks.
So yeah, if you wanted to see the
He
thing
gave
in
up
my
after 3
leg.
wings. You know who else gave up after 3 wings? Jeff Gaffigan.
Who?
Really?
Jim Gaffigan, sorry.
Is that a good insult? Who?
He's not funny comedian.
Oh, okay. Oh, you can go
He's
be
all right.
tubby elsewhere.
See, Philip DeFranco tried too hard because he went 2 wings after. Because he's like, no, nobody outside of YouTube can have that record. I will have this record. And we're like, okay.
Bro, you went on a show where you know in advance that you're eating hot wings. Come on.
You
Like,
didn't
watch
coat
an episode, man. Like, figure it out.
You didn't coat your GI tract with dairy.
No,
the
you
most
sack of crap.
The most entertaining of those was watching Jack Black and.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a great one.
I raise you that
I
one.
hate the way he
Or-
eats wings, though.
Apparently the wings themselves are fucking terrible. So Rachel Ray went on there and she's like, these wings are god awful. I'm not eating them. So she instead did teaspoons of the sauce directly into her mouth,
That's fucking badass.
It's also vile.
which is like way more sauce than you would think that you would eat on a wing.
Personally, I still need to find
Hang on.
someone.
Okay.
They got Gordon Ramsay on there recently, actually,
Personally, I
And he
still need to
swore.
find someone who
Oh,
knows
that
how
he
to run
did.
Warhammer 40k.
the whole time.
And have a group of Space Marines come upon Alpha Complex and realize it's controlled by an AI and get super triggered and slaughter everyone in the complex to cleanse the heresy. Would the Death Note even be a threat in the D20 Live universe? Well, it depends on where I put the Shinigami in terms of power level. Because if the Shinigami are on par with just normal undead Shinigami...
Or you did open it up of choice.
Yeah. The most reasonable thing is to stat them equivalent to what Shinigami are in, like, Pathfinder, right? In which case, the reason why the Death Note is so effective is it's used on normal, ordinary people at low level who don't have a strong will save.
But continue.
Who don't have a strong will save, right? And that people at higher will saves could, in theory, beat it. Like someone who's at, like, level 20 or something.
Proud of you and your drones, Dave.
Most
But it
people...
goes off
bits
like
for
a virus and everything.
drones.
Okay, I
Nice.
have
I can
a Death
customize
Watch.
them as I need.
Nice.
I have a Death Watch game idea. I was talking to Space Hulk.
Why the hell did I just put him in Space Hulk?
Oh yeah, Binging with Babish went on and he made his own way before he showed up.
But yeah,
It was funny.
good.
I heard your shit. I'm gonna make my own.
This one is a recon drone.
Most people do
that-
make through the hot wings and some. See, I
Very
keep
rarely.
Thinking,
Do they push that
I
anymore?
know. I keep thinking that Mike and I would be able to.
No, I think I would put so.
There was a guy who
You
went
don't put it all on
What was
me.
his name? Eddie Wong, the chef. He went on there and he literally shit his pants.
Jeez.
Really?
He like actually shit his pants. Coolio went on there and he did a shot of the hottest hot sauce because he's like, I ain't no bitch. And he didn't leave their green room for 2 hours after the show.
But yeah, I'd go on and then you'd
Don't
watch a
fuck
man
around.
cry.
Yeah, no, I would bring a carton of 10% and I would drink. While
I'd
I
bring
was
half
eating
and
the
half
wing.
just to have a chance.
That's
Yeah,
10%
it's
of
heavy.
my
I'd get through
cream.
one wing and
I would have like
collapse.
4 mango lassies and just down them.
Yeah, someone tried the mango lassi thing and it worked out okay, I think.
Yeah.
Mango lassies and like bubble tea, like
So-
good.
Cream.
Yeah, a lot of cream.
My
Just
story revolves
skip it,
around
go
and
right to the
finding out
coffee
the center
I
of the
can't do
Space
the
Hulk
coffee
was
creamer. That's the
Will
problem because I need something else to chase it. Otherwise, my lactose intolerance kicks in.
Sam's got to get chasers for
I
milk.
do. I need chasers.
Aw.
Shot of whiskey. I will chase this 10% with a shot of whiskey.
That'll whip it out of there.
I have a question.
Way more problems all
How
of a
are
sudden.
these wings so bad that the chefs
Oh.
don't like them? Because how do you cook wings so
They're
badly?
just, they get them from a restaurant, one, then they allow them to get cold because it takes a while to so going.
Yeah.
So the wings just don't stay warm and they're not great because they're from a restaurant. So if you're like a
Like, I would-
lifelong chef, you're like, these wings are fucking trash. So yeah, they complain about them every time.
Ramsey had to go to the bathroom mid-show despite bringing so many chasers in his.
That's probably why he had to go to the bathroom halfway through. He brought literally a go bag of chasers.
He did.
One of them was lime and lemon juice, and he shot them both onto his tongue. I'm like, bro, that's not going to do anything.
Yep.
They're
He's just
like,
being a
is
weirdo.
this? No, it can't be. The flagship of the Emperor is in the Space Hulk. At least that's what I'm thinking would happen. Because Shao Crow is saying we should have it that. What's the blue Cephalus? What is that?
The flagship of...
This whiskey will go.
The
burn,
what?
right?
I've already done that though.
No, the whiskey won't kill the burn. It'll just make it so you don't give a shit anymore.
It'll make it so that way your the rest of you is numb, but not your tongue.
You can't taste anything
Your tongue's now
because your
flammable.
face is numb.
Yeah. Ew, cold hot wings. Who would even feed the people those?
Yeah, a YouTube
Yeah.
channel called Hot Ones.
I wouldn't feed cold wings to my cat.
We have a very fancy cat, but
Cats will eat anything.
A
Yeah.
fancy
They'll eat
feast
you.
cat.
I watched a cat.
Not
eat
saying
a
you're
bug.
not worth eating, but you know.
What was the name of the Emperor's flagship?
Cephalon.
To be fair,
Where
Hot
is
Ones
that? Just
fun.
hanging out at Terra?
Oh man, for sakes, it's like 40 years of lore. Expect you to know where every goddamn ship is located?
Where is it?
There's a wiki. Help me.
Hot Ones, the show is fun. Their wings, on the other hand, may not be.
Yeah.
No, this show's a great time. Honestly, you should watch it. It's pretty great. You can find pretty much any celebrity you like has already done it and subsequently died.
If you were to
I still
create
like
your
Hot Pepper
own-
Gaming though.
Shafter, what
Oh,
would be
I
their
miss
flaw?
Hot Pepper Gaming. It stopped.
Oh. Well, mostly because
Ulcers?
no, Game Grumps amalgamated their people.
Oh, I see.
You work for us now.
Yeah, Game Grumps have amalgamated a lot of people.
I get to see them on Tuesday.
Oh, have fun.
Thanks.
Flip Raptor off for me.
Where are you going?
This is from D20 Live.
They're playing in Toronto.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You're like, who?
Who?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
NSP or
The,
Game Grumps.
the anonymity will.
They're
Oh,
doing
their
Game Grumps
show.
Live, yeah.
Right on. That's cool.
If you were to create your own chapter, what would be their flaw?
They're just like too good.
They're too
Hubris.
good. Yeah, yes.
I would
They're
say
just like too humble. You know what I mean? Like they're just really good all the time.
I would say mine
There's no
would be
downside.
their flaws. If they don't get back to their battleships in time and get de-armored, they kind of start breaking down and get really...
Oh, they're just grumpy because they're in their armor too long.
Yeah.
This armor chafes me.
Like, it's
It
just...
smells so bad!
They're slowly breaking down mentally the more they're in the field, so you just rarely call on them. And that's why they're so efficient.
So Blood Angels?
Yeah, well, no, but yeah. I'm trying to think of a way not to make a Blood Angel. But yeah.
The
Do they
chafing
have
hubris.
a chapter where they just take parts of other people and sew them onto clones?
Yeah, they're called Chaos.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a whole faction for that.
So I'm just thinking chaos.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
Chaos. The only guys who come close to that are the
who
Blood
can
Drinkers.
steal people's skin.
Basically, it's like if you have a clone that has a defect, then you just take the clone off of a dead. You take the arm off of a dead clone and then just sew it onto that one and be like, now you are complete. Get in this armor and go.
Well, you don't
Okay,
clone
Daddy.
space
No.
Oh,
not clones.
well.
They're specially
I've been
bred. and
given
Oh, I see.
purpose.
Their aspirants are discovered when they're about 12 to 14 because they put a beginning bunch of organs and start the Space Marine growth process just before puberty. Then when puberty kicks in and those growth hormones do, then the rest of it then goes.
Ah,
So they have to pick them up real young.
okay.
That's particularly
Yeah, some
horrid.
entire planets have entire competitions just
They
to
do.
see if someone's going to make it. And it's like, what, hundreds of kids will try,
Oh yeah,
and 3 will make it through, if that.
maybe a dozen or so. Sometimes it depends.
No,
What
for
is this,
the
Hidden
Blood
Village of the
Angels,
Mist?
their get-through is always 3.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, that seems really low.
Well, it
Something
is,
like that.
it is for them. 'Cause, yeah.
It's like we only accepted 3 aspirants. The whole company's wiped out by 2. Well, shit.
And now you
A lot of
get to
people-
be scouts.
A lot of people must have headaches.
I've been to Wingdome 3.
I was almost pushed you down some stairs yet.
The golden battle barge of the Emperor that
If he
was
bends
lost.
over, his
This
pants
is
will explode.
This is for my idea of a Death Watch game, Mike.
Oh, for yourself? Do it.
No, because you said you don't know where to go with a death.
Well, because
Watch
I've already done the Emperor's Titan.
My Titan
Should I,
pants?
should I have you guys
Which
Titan the
didn't
Battle Barge too?
We're collecting the Emperor's gear.
Stop!
We're rubbing it up against
Scavenger
it to
hunt.
see if it brings them back.
Come on! Oh shit! His eyebrow fell off.
Oh, no!
Okay, I figured it.
That was like that when we found it, right, guys? They're like, yeah,
Yeah,
I've been to
yeah,
Wingdome.
yeah.
And one of the
fucking
centurions comes in. Is like, what
You should
heresy
probably
is
slow down,
this?
there's
Say
gonna be a lot.
Weekend at Bernie's the Emperor.
Oh my god!
I have been
Well,
to
you're assuming
Wingdome.
that they haven't been this for the entire 10,000 years.
Such heresy.
I have been to Wingdome. 3 is about a jalapeno level, whereas 7 is a ghost pepper. Alright.
Yeah.
The wings vary. The Cephalus was lost, and the Emperor got a second gold battle barge called
Imperator.
Omnium.
Sure.
Cool.
Whatever that means.
They tend to either get them from a restaurant nearby and just reheat them, or just sometimes have a cook come in and make cheapos that
a
are
weird
again
place to get battle
reheated.
barge.
Look,
Yeah.
it's not that hard. Just put them in a deep fryer for like 10 minutes. Sauce them before the show.
Sass
and
'em
just
or
put
sauce
them
'em?
on there and leave them under a heat lamp for the 5 minutes it's going to take.
Sass
They
them or
have to buy
sauce
a
them?
heat lamp. The proper way is the binging with Babish method.
Yeah, where he makes them for the most part, and then he double fries them later, so he traps a lot of the moisture.
Oh, that's good.
Continuing.
Game Grumps and their now infinity number of channels.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
they're
they
working
still
on
complain
it.
about not. Well, they still complain about not having enough subscribers or money.
Space Marine armor sounds like a real pain to move in. It
It
is.
is.
That's why it's assisted by
Being a giant fucking lad.
well, that, and there's synthetic muscle fibers inside of it.
Yeah.
Along with hydraulics and all sorts of.
Or the 13th of Space Wolves, where they are in the Eye of the Terror for so long that they have chaos stuff on them.
Didn't they just become fucking werewolves and don't wear anymore?
Like the Fenris wolves?
Yeah, they became straight up werewolves. Like, and then they were accepted back into the Space Wolves. That's why new Space Wolf models are fucking werewolves. But Space Marine werewolves.
For home game of Death Watch, I made a custom chapter called the Doom Dragons. They are the successor chapter of two salamanders who take after this evolve into Dragon Marine.
That's deep.
Whoa, that's metal. That's like that one thing from Mortal Kombat we don't talk about.
What, the second movie?
Yeah, where they turned into dragons.
Yeah.
How would the
Oh
clone,
shit, we talked about it. Get down!
How would the clone army from Star Wars be seen?
Drones were
Clones were not heresy as much as it was just incredibly frowned upon. Cloning
you can clone
technology
organs
is
and shit.
super. Yeah, they do that a lot. They clone organs and shit. When during the massacre of Isfahan 5, when the Raven Guard was largely wiped out, they suffered like 85% casualties or something in one military action. Like their entire chapter was pretty done. The Emperor gave their Primarch a special dispensation to clone a bunch of Space Marines, so they would grow a lot faster and they would be able to replicate themselves. But the clones ended up having a lot of shit wrong with them, and they weren't able to do it, so they had to kind of like crawl their way back from.
That's what happened.
Yeah, cloning's not a great plan. They do it in the Imperium, but they do it for like menials. They'll make servitors out of the clones, stuff like that. Just like we need bodies, make bodies.
How happy is
it's like
Jordan
this is how we
that
get
the Emperor's
ants.
back in the D20 Live community?
Like, this is-
Continuity. It felt like a cheap handout
Commissar.
because everybody got what they wanted, so it took away from the specialness.
Commissar, I think I'm done for. No, Tim. You'll serve the Empire for a long time yet. You really think so?
Oh
yes.
Oh, we know you will.
Doesn't the Emperor like fight wars against demons in his mind all the time? Is it even important for his physical body to be intact?
Yeah, because it sustains that mind.
Does it though?
I don't know. A lot of lore coming out now is super weird about the Emperor, where technically he's like kind of on par with the Chaos Gods, but not really, but like a different flavor. Kind of.
Mint.
Like even if he does,
Save a town.
It's like
he does.
he's,
Doesn't
he's
Tara,
like, okay, so if the Chaos Gods are like Neapolitan ice cream,
Oh no.
the Emperor is like mint pistachio, where that's still ice cream, but it's super fucking weird, and not like the others.
Mint pistachio
'cause
is delightful.
They
you
started
ass.
putting together the living
ahead and
Saint
lick the Emperor.
Celestine, who is basically an archdemon of the Emperor, which is weird to think about. Because most of her powers derive from the warp. There's the Legion of the Damned, which are like lesser Emperor demons.
Oh,
So,
is that what they're saying they are now?
yeah.
That
Because
was-
they're all
is that what this-
manifestations of the warp, but they're not chaos-related manifestations of the warp.
Because the
So
Emperor's
they're
influence
super
is just
weird.
that big.
Yeah, they think the Emperor is starting to like
Assert.
become.
Is that what the
come into his
Sanguinator
own.
is?
What?
The Sanguinator.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
The manifestation. He appears to be he looks like a manifestation of Sanguinius.
Yeah, they're thinking that's something like that too,
Mhm.
where like it stinks of like the warp, but not chaos, which makes a lot of the librarians go, "What the fuck?"
You mean the warp can produce something that isn't chaos?
Yeah, so well, because they can. They've established a long time ago it can, because the warp is just it's a reflection, a horrible, horrible, horrible reflection on all emotion, and not all emotion is terrible. So, just the loud, angry ones are.
Okay, so you can make it that the Emperor is only alive for a short period of time, but because he doesn't have the gem, he just rapidly degrades and naturally passes on.
Yeah, but then it raises the major question: is when the Emperor inevitably lets go and degrades, is he going to resurrect himself because he's perpetual?
Well, one thing I could do for you guys as Death Watch as a campaign is, even though the Emperor's back, he's degrading because he's not restarting from the Power Stone. You have to find a way. You have to go out and find something old of his.
Lore-wise, he was
Some
already
old lost tech to keep him sustained longer.
Lore-wise, he's been degrading for like thousands of years because the Golden Throne is breaking, which turned out to be some fancy Eldar tech that humanity just managed to find.
I thought he found it.
He did, but like they managed to find it, and that's how he was going to do the webway thing.
Mhm.
Because he was like, "Fuck warp travel in general. That place is a nightmare, literally." And so they're going to do the webway thing like the Eldar were going to. And there was a lot of talk that the Emperor was actively consorting with the Eldar at the time when Magnus showed up and blew it all to hell.
That's heresy.
Yeah, well,
Sorry,
do as I
Rusty.
say, not as I do, quoted
Yeah,
thus
sorry,
the
Rusty,
Emperor.
that sucks.
Sorry, Rusty.
Because
Hello.
Rusty wrote
Yeah.
really sucks.
So,
Well, Mike supposedly, the Emperor has had another set of armor that was lost. The Emperor should have put a bell on them. Don't lose them. As
yeah, most of the Emperor shit has been like just sucked into the Nether. No one
Where
knows
the
where
fuck
it's
is his
gone anymore.
sword even?
He's always had his sword. Gilliman has it now.
Okay.
What about
Because the Emperor actually gave it to him. Because the Emperor caught his death for about 4.5 minutes. Told Gilliman he was his finest tool he's ever crafted, which is something you definitely want to hear from your literal father. And then gave him his sword and said, "Do what you will with it." and then
I would
lapsed
not
back
have,
into
I would not have given
corpsehood.
Gilliman that sword. I don't trust Gilliman though.
Lapsed back into corpsehood.
Okay.
Because the Gilliman walked in, he was like, "You know, everything's on fire out there, right?"
Oh, so
Like everything.
This was recently.
Yeah, this is what just happened when Gilliman woke up. He went immediately to Terra, which is what the Indominus Crusade was.
Yeah.
And then he showed up, and he walked into the Emperor, and Cypher was there with him because Cypher helped him get to Earth.
Yeah.
And Cypher's like, "I want to come in with you," and he's like, "Fuck, no way."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, but I'm coming in with you," and he's like, "Cypher, take a fucking running leap."
Yeah.
And then Cypher's like, "Fine!" And stomped off in a huff, which is what I got from that story. And then Gilliman was like, he walked in and was like, "So you've looked better."
Hey, Dad.
And the Emperor actually came
Whoa.
to for a minute, and he's like, "I can't believe you're here. I'm glad that you survived. Of all the tools I've crafted, you're the finest one I've ever made," which is awful. And Gilliman realized that the Emperor was a fucking
He called him a
terrible human.
tool.
Yeah, because he crafted him. So the Gilliman was like, "Well, the Emperor is a terrible fucking." But
The
it is what
Emperor
it
wears
is.
pink socks. Don't tell anyone.
But before he dies, he sends out a psychic image to the world of a word and the thought the Emperor is.
I don't know. I mean,
These
if
socks
it's your
are comfy.
if it's your game, you can do whatever you want with the lore. This is what I know
Pink
of to
is
be
actually
what is
really
actually.
great.
Well, I would like to go
Well,
into
I know.
Gilliman coming, but
There's
I'd like
a
to
lot
leave
of
a little
stuff.
gap between the two, right?
There's a lot
I don't
of
want to
stuff.
hear about him coming.
The
You beat
space
me to
child
it by
being
a
the
second.
Emperor theory is crazy. Although,
Uh-oh,
with
about the time.
their,
I don't know.
along with
Jordan, did
there
you need white?
is a
Last time.
rumor that there's a part of himself that the Emperor shed when he battled Horus and is floating around the warp.
Yeah. There's a. I don't know. It's again like they introduce these weird concepts, like the Star Child, which is supposed to be like this really positive entity in the warp that looks like the Emperor and quacks like a duck and is a duck, but not the Emperor.
So
And
not quite a duck.
Yeah, but isn't, and then they never go into fucking detail about it again. So it's like I
Space
don't know what
duck.
this is.
Woo.
Have you ever
you-
played Hearts of
Quack!
Iron 4? There's a mod for the Unification Wars.
majestic.
You get to play as the Empire of Mankind taking over Holy Terra. Start with Thunder Warriors, and you can research an event.
Kills them off and gives you a started. No, I've never played Hearts of Iron 4. It's a little too strategic for my strategy game liking.
And to think of it, I'd love to see D20 Live's take on Judge Dredd.
I would 1000% play a Judge Dredd game. All day, every day.
Of the law?
Oh, yeah. Because
Oh, the law?
I don't
I'm surprised there's a call for that, because Judge Dredd is basically 40k with
Judge
less...
Dredd, we could play Judge Dredd in fucking 40k. We would make Adeptus Arbites, which is 40k Space Cops,
Yeah,
which are basically Judge Dredd.
yeah.
So take the horribleness that is Judge Dredd and then like magnify it by 10 and you have 40k.
And me and Jordan had a fun discussion about Gilliman
Talking to the Emperor. Yeah, no, it was rough.
What is the deal with Cypher?
He betrayed the rest of the crew.
Like, I don't know how much
Agent
time
Smith.
you got for a TED Talk, buddy. Cypher is a character that was part of the Dark Angel chapter, so like the dark green ones.
So a bitch.
Well, Cypher's been around for a very long time, like thousands and thousands of years, and has been reported to have been killed numerous by like disintegration weapons and shit. So very likely he was. The running theory is that Cypher's a title, not a character. Cypher gets a mastercrafted plasma pistol and a bolt gun, and then literally teleports to wherever he wants at all times.
He has that sword on his back.
He has the sword on his back that is like the 40k equivalent of Excalibur, and everybody wants it, and he's not giving it up for worth a damn.
Nope,
and then there's
mine.
like a demon embedded in it or some shit like that. I don't know. But yeah, he's like a come and go character that he's a walking plot device essentially, because he works with the Imperium sometimes, and then he works with Chaos sometimes. But is he really working with Chaos and not just using them to his own ends? Is he one of the Fallen? Is he a good guy? Is he a traitor? Is he whatever? It doesn't matter. He's like a neutral.
There was a story about one of the Primaris Marines on the verge of death met with what looked to be the Emperor, and it spoke to him saying, "Is done." His response was, "My duty is only finished in death." And then he got put in a Primaris Dreadnought.
Yeah.
Oh, they're finally getting shoved in Dreadnoughts, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, when you get your arms and legs blown clean off, they got to do something with you. And you're not dead yet, so they put you in a dreadnought.
Can I be honest? I do want to. At some point, I would love to do a week video game. Deathwing.
I would 1000% play Deathwing
Deathwing.
stream. Deathwing is a 4-player co-op shooter where we're all Terminators and a lot of fun.
And we're in a Space Hulk kill and everything.
Well, all Tyranids, Gene Stealer, and it's fun.
Gene Simmons.
Damn you, Gene Simmons! Get out of my Space
Stallone
Hulk!
or Urban, 'cause I'm not an idiot. At least one Black Library writer said he wants to kill the Emperor and whatever their space lighthouse called going off like a bug light.
At least. Yeah, because,
Oh, I've seen.
they want to take down the Astronomicon. Because no one's quite sure what happens when the Emperor dies. Does he just straight up die? And the Astronomicon goes out and everyone's fucked?
stronger?
Or, no, that's a thing. Because he's
Oh,
one
no.
of, like, 6
Are these
individuals
your
in the
craft
galaxy that are called
You've
Perpetuals.
got blue
Where they literally can regenerate
Yeah.
from, like, even single cells.
and more.
Like Wolverine
That's
style.
alright.
Actually,
Yeah.
you're
It's my fault for
So,
reading.
and
If
have
he's
lived
a
for...
perpetual.
Well,
maybe they're
it's
your
established
white
that
craft
he is,
fans
but
now, and now
most
they just
people
start taking on the
in
colors
40K
of
don't
whatever
know
your,
that he
Yeah?
is. Like, he is
Like, where did
Vulcan
that
is,
work
there's this
anyways?
other guy, I don't remember the name of it. There's a woman that I don't remember the name of, and then
He's a Warcraft.
2 more I can't recall.
It's dusty.
But they're super, super, super rare. And because the Emperor was born in, like, 600 BC or some shit like
At least
6,000
one-
BC?
Yeah.
A long time.
Jordan, I keep forgetting how fucked up 40K is until I hear you talk about it.
Yeah. It's like,
It's
people like,
messy.
what do you think about this? And I'm like, that depends wildly on who you talk to.
This is why I like the Tau. They're actively trying to, be good to their people, but they're very
Bad at
rigid.
it.
They're very rigid in their social structure.
Well, you can say that, yes. Or you could say that they're being actively manipulated by the race that is called the Ethereals. And that is like actually like crafting their society to their own ends. So, I mean, yeah, you could say that they're good people, sure.
Up now,
Yeah, buddy.
you sack of crap.
Well, I've got this
'Cause the
meme on my
Ethereals just
phone.
magically showed up one day
Yeah, they did.
and said,
Um,
"You guys want to stop fighting? Here's technology and
Well,
wisdom."
Follow our rules. We'll teach you how to be not shitty. And they're like, okay. And then they did it. And it worked out. That's why I have a meme on my phone that says, when you're explaining Warhammer 40K and someone says, who are the good guys? And it's that quote
We don't do that here.
from Black Panther saying, we don't do that here. There's no such thing as good guys. It's just varying degrees of shitty.
Deathwing Space Hulk is fun.
Fun as sin.
Fun as.
That story reminds me when Tony came about his own, surrounded by his own father in Iron Man 2. Tony, what is and always will be, my greatest creation is you.
Oh yeah, if we did play like Deathwing Space Hulk, I will be role playing the entire time.
Yeah, I will too.
For the Emperor!
Only in death does my
Emperor!
duty end.
Medicaid!
Brothers!
My arm fell off!
Brothers!
Damn it! Thrice?
Brothers, I have opted for the heavy. This equipment that I can wield. For this A-10 Warthog cannon. Gives great glory to the Emperor.
There is one.
I know.
It's called the Gao.
No, it's a thing in that game. You can literally wear an autocannon, which is all of your right arm, and it sprays bullets constantly,
Yeah.
and it's the best time.
And you can
The
make
accuracy
it,
ain't worth a goddamn.
but you can make
but
it
it's
more
the best.
accurate. Or
You
fire faster. I can't remember which one it is.
Both.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Hey, check this out. There's a secondary part on here that actually makes it have a fucking barrel.
Neat. What are
Oh,
the orcs
that's
doing
cool.
about now 40K? I don't know. What do orcs do in general?
Warring, I assume.
They...
They're making war.
say it with me now.
Whoa!
That's all they do.
They don't,
That's a good time.
they don't do anything. They
As a
just-
Tau person that hated the
For an orc.
Eternals, I love the freaking Farsight Enclave. I hear a lot of good love for that.
Yeah, no, a lot of Tau stuff is super neat. Think like if samurai stopped using swords and started using like long range carbines. That's basically what the
Long range carbines, long range rifles, rail
Railguns.
rifles,
railguns.
burst cannons,
Mech suits.
plasma or fusion guns.
Yeah,
Um,
they don't fuck around when they shoot stuff at you.
no, and laser pointers.
Yeah,
Because what says, community other than, hey, I see a guy. And then everybody's like, we all see that guy.
well, that's the thing. Like they came up against, I think it was the fucking Ultramarines in that whatever sector they're in, and the Ultramarines were like, "This will be a quick afternoon," and then they all just got blown in half. The Tower like, "Huh, that was easier than we thought. They must be not as advanced as us. Let us try to sell them on the greater good." And Imperium's like,
When your entire
everything.
culture is
Burn the
based on
planet.
misery.
"We'll be back, monsters!" And it took them like
Dirty
30 years
Xenos.
to come back. It's like, don't go down there. There's railguns down there. Magnetically accelerated cannons. No, thank you.
Yeah, they weren't as nice as other societies we've come across and bent to our will.
Yeah, if you've never...
They said no!
Imagining a Space Marine with an A-10 Warthog plane as a sidearm. Yeah, if you've never seen an autocannon go off, I recommend checking that bad boy out on YouTube.
Or miniguns
It's
are
like-
probably the
it's like-
closest.
It's like they decided to hate bullets and get them away from them as quickly as possible.
And efficiently as possible.
As many as you possibly can at once.
Oh, I hate all these bullets! Take them for me!
There's one of these canisters of bullets that has your name on it. I'm going to keep wasting them until I find the one that does.
It gets to the point where you're shooting it, it doesn't have individual bullet sounds.
Yeah, it becomes a...
It sounds like a lawnmower.
Watch the first Predator film, and then watch like a YouTube documentary on the A10, because they use that sound a lot.
Yeah,
They call it the brap.
Weapon that isn't a giant robot.
Sci-fi weapon that isn't a giant robot or a lightsaber.
I believe for Mike it's called the Infinity.
Bend
to my will. No. Ah.
Yamato cannon.
It's considered
No.
It's a
The
battleship.
it's
It's
a
a
battleship, but it's in Robot Wars.
but it's a ship.
What about from StarCraft? Yamato attack.
Yeah, that's true.
That's funny. A-10 minigun is so powerful, if it fires more than 5 seconds, it pushes the plane back that eventually will stall the jet.
The thing about that question in StarCraft, sorry,
That's
just going
funny.
back to it, is I love the Zerg in StarCraft. So nothing's really a weapon with the Zerg. Everything's just a living thing.
Or is everything a web?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically.
I've got claws and I can spit at you real good.
My entire back is covered in weapons.
But
What is your
was
your
it?
purpose in life? To burrow under the ground and kill.
The A10 gun, it's called the Gao something or other, and if it fires for more than 10 seconds, it melts the barrel.
Yeah, the one we have in 40K doesn't have that defect.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Because you shoot it for a while and it turns cherry red. And you're like, I should probably stop.
Never!
And
I still have ammo.
Then you jam it.
Like,
Like,
fuck!
Ah!
Like most video
Do you have
games.
Deathwing? I can't remember.
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for a sale. I'm gonna pick it up.
I like the Omni tool.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's a good choice. It's a good choice.
I like the Dr. Sonic screwdriver.
We took Star Trek's replicators, made them really awesome wrist-mounted, and here's a flaming sword!
The Sonic
Honest
screwdriver's
brothers
not
is-
a weapon.
Esquire, we open up your thing.
It's
Depends
intelligence.
on the
We open up your
features
we open
you
up your
get.
package, and Mike had a very fun time looking at it.
I'm gonna do
Oh,
shit.
here we go. The Gao 8A.
You're not on the screen.
Avenger is a 30mm hydraulically driven 7-barrel Gatling-style autocannon that is typically mounted in...
Oh,
it's
that's
only
it.
mounted!
I like to say they mounted. They built it. They made a giant gun and they built a plane around it.
Yeah, I like that gun. Make it fly.
Well, the Skrulls make a good antagonist for a Dark Heresy or Deathwatch game.
Sure.
I would say better for Necromunda. Necromunda, actually.
There are scroll-like things in
Really?
40. Like, honest to God, 40K is a nightmare escape which no man survived.
I'm
Like,
going to have
there
to
are
look
things
into
like
the Gao
scrolls
8A as
Yeah.
CIWS.
That's the problem.
The
They're
Goalkeeper
chaos, actually.
CIWS.
They're called
Neat.
something.
That's a missile defense system, I think. Apparently, they liked the Gao 8 so much, they mounted it on ships to shoot down incoming
I
missiles.
was wondering how I got the blue on my pants.
Oh,
That'd be terrible. You imagine just shooting and your whole ship just goes...
just leans away from the target.
You have to, like, track it down the whole time. The ship's just
I'm
sliding
actually like the
sideways.
books towards a Legion effort. No, I'm totally doing worldwide wrestling next year.
Yeah, it's what is it? Video game recoil. You know, you got to start aiming, pushing down on the
The
mouse.
ship's just like... The boat's just, like, going sideways through the water.
We don't like to use it when we're docking, but we do.
This thing's technically an engine.
Ready, we need to turn! Shoot the A10! Drifting! Deja vu. I can feel-
5 minutes later, we're out of bullets and the
Like,
cannon's
you never know
melted.
that you hear about something like that gun and you're like, this wasn't meant for people.
No.
Like, this was built because someone thought aliens were coming. You know what I mean? Like someone thought there was going to be aliens here in the next 10 years. And you're like, we better build a big fuck-off gun.
And then there weren't aliens, and then they're like, well, Gotta use it on something.
Well, I got to justify that defense contract.
From Shadow Crown.
Can't you control them in Arma?
I don't know.
Yeah, also the cockpit is surrounded by a titanium bathtub, they call it.
Yeah.
An armor bathtub. And what is it? 10 seconds the jet stalled, and I think they timed it, and 30 seconds the barrel melted.
Cool.
Okay. Yes. Something terrible happens when you fire it for 10 seconds.
Yeah, well, most machine guns can't actually handle the fire. Why for, like, all mounted ones, there's like fire in 3 seconds. Or
Yeah.
scans the whole thing. Anyways, let's stop talking about machine guns.
But
Yeah.
also what's really scary about the A10 is that when it pops over a hill, no one hears it coming. Because it's going at just that right speed that the bullets hit before they hear the gun go off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pops
Squall
over
Speed
hill.
too. Cool.
Oh, what? Jin die.
I think my
that?
yeah, I think I'm good enough to go and finish up the
Oh,
blue
that's
on
cool.
this guy
That's a good
finally.
color reference. I like.
Well, time to figure out an excuse to shoot it at my Cyberpunk players.
Yes,
You don't need an excuse, just fucking do it.
it's cyberpunk. Do it.
You guys round the corner and one of you disintegrates. Roll initiative.
Who are we robbing? Military?
Uh-oh.
Sounds great, says the players. Don't know the consequences of their actions.
Yeah, it is a pretty horrifying, but it's also really bad in one respect. You need air superiority over the area, or else it's gonna get shot down. It's bad against conventional jets.
It's not meant for that. It's air to ground.
Yeah, it's a tank buster.
I remember watching one of Soviet Womble's videos, and you can see, if I'm remembering Arma 3 right, you see the A10 just lighting up a mountainside.
Just to interrupt, if you guys haven't seen anything and you don't know who Soviet Womble is, absolutely look him up on YouTube. He's phenomenal.
Yeah, in one of his Arma
We're not-
bullshitteries.
Yeah.
We're not supported by him, but we would happily be so.
Yeah, well,
If you want to come and join us and play games at any point, Sylvia Womble, that'd be totally fine.
yeah, well,
Canadian?
no.
No.
He's
he's
very British.
Very British.
So we
And his
kind of
dog
like
is
him, and the
adorable.
Americans don't at all.
And his
Are you
dog
going to
Lulu
steal a
is
gun? How
adorable.
big is the gun?
They had to build a plane around it.
No, he's making a joke. I was repeating.
Oh yeah.
Consequences?
Yes.
What did I do? Players exist.
Like, I could imagine someone mounting that on an armored vehicle. It'd be
Probably.
wild. No, wait, it becomes a Lehman Russ at that point.
Something like that.
You know the Lehman Russ with the Gatling gun on top?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Sorry, I'm trying to like.
In another funny story,
Pain in
at
the
one
crotch.
time, the
It's okay.
SR-71
Gotta
Nighthawk
be careful.
was originally thought of to be a fast attack vessel, but they found out it flies faster than the missile, and the missile would just target the SR-71.
That is that big honkin' stealth aircraft
Yeah, I love
that
the
looks
SR-71
like it was
Blackbird.
drawn on a piece of paper by a 12-year-old.
Yeah, the 12-year-old they hire at
Lockheed
Lockheed Martin.
Just all weird angles.
They did a test with water-cooled maximum gun after World War I and fired it 24/7 for an entire week, no damage to the gun.
What? That implies that they kept the water in the Maxim gun cold.
So that implies they went out to the Arctic North, put the Maxim gun underwater, and fired it.
It also implies that only that level of wastage can happen after World War.
Yeah, they had a lot of bullets left.
Environment, what's that? That's for shooting, right?
Yeah, Maxim guns were big. I prefer the Browning.
Yeah, if your
That's
plane
just-
flies faster than missiles, just fire backwards. No. Yeah, the SR-71.
That sounds like something from Kerbal.
The SR-71 is nice, but leaks on the ground.
Yes, it
Because
does.
the plates, expands to make seals because of the.
What-
No, it flies best at top speeds. It's not built to be on.
Yeah, it used to have to take off, refuel.
Did we have this conversation one time off stream?
Yeah,
Where like, doesn't it? It's like $60,000 an hour just to have one.
yeah.
Some crazy shit like that. Like it costs so much.
That's why NASA has one.
One.
But what is it? If you're thinking about the SR-71 that actually shot missiles, that's a YF-12.
What?
Because I look
It's
like
weird that you
Jabba the
know
Hutt.
all of this. But
I
also cool.
went on a wiki spree once.
and memorized
Did
all
you
of
play
it.
the
apparently.
It was
Wikipedia game?
amazing. Yes, I played the Wikipedia game.
And memorized all of it apparently.
It was amazing. On the ground, 1 million to fill it up, and 500,000 of it is on the ground. Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Imagine that paperwork to requisition it. Be like, are you sure? Stamp. Are you sure, though? Stamp. Are you fucking sure? Stamp.
Sure.
Now,
I'm
are you
required
sure
to
about
fly-
the fuel? Stamp.
I'm required to fly the SR-71 Blackbird. To where? Well, I'll guarantee you this. I'll get there really fast.
That didn't answer any of my questions.
The thing is mostly a fuel tank, too.
Oh, yeah, you don't need a lot.
But yeah, the YF-12 was operated by the CIA. Topple governments because they could.
What are you talking about? They didn't do that. They didn't do that, CIA.
Oh, please. There's a freaking warning.
They
notice about
declassified
going to
it.
America now.
Everybody
Well,
knows.
didn't Amnesty International literally say
There's a
they
travel
issue a
warning.
travel warning about America?
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
We shouldn't crow about that, being most of our subscribers are American.
No, they're not. Most of them are from Europe.
Oh, okay, never
For
mind.
those of you who are subscribers, I'm sorry your country got labeled, so.
Did the dick move,
the
or
room
was
went
it
silent.
kind of
Looking
funny?
for the sincerity.
I
Why
mean,
can't? Why not both?
Why not both? It was a dick move that was kind
We're
of funny.
sorry that one day I hope we get giant space. Everyone hopes we get giant space robots.
Wildly
That'd be cool.
effective.
I'll just settle for giant Earth robot. As long as I'm piloting one.
I always
I
said
just want
that
the robots.
if they did invent giant robots, I would join the military yesterday. But then I'm wildly assuming they'll let me pilot a giant robot, which they will not.
Yeah. Well,
How many video
recruitment
games have you
has,
played in
Your
your
psych
life?
evaluation? No
Oh
way.
my god.
It's like, why are you here? Giant robot!
Well, I've played a lot
Oh.
of video games my entire life. I feel ultimately qualified.
Son, you're hired. For what? Mopping my shitter. Oh.
I'll
You get
work
to-
my way up.
You get to
Be like
polish
60
the giant robot.
to get the credit to finally pilot one. You're just this
touch it.
grizzled old man.
I'll be 60 and they'll let me in the hangar.
This
They
Grievous
get to-
warfare will be
They
a
get to
thing.
let you see it covered up
Yeah.
with a sheet.
Yeah, exactly. Is it under there? That's what they say.
Jordan, they would make you a drone pilot, apparently.
Actually, yeah, that would make more sense.
What do you mean we have one giant Earth robot?
Yeah.
Are they talking about
it's
the
Earth.
Gundam?
Oh no, I think they're talking about the America's giant robot that faced off against Japan's giant robot.
Damn it, did Elon
They
Musk
cheated,
do another thing?
He does a lot of things.
The main problem with Deathwing is the system requirements. Yeah.
Maybe they'll have to. You gotta really ratchet down the shadows.
I thought the
If
main
you
problem.
ratchet-
Sorry,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I thought the main problem with Deathwing that he trashed Azeroth.
Wow.
I see myself as someone who has to deal with a dumpster fire
World of
presidency
Warcraft.
until January 2021 at the earliest.
Go out and vote, guys. We have to, too. Makes me qualified to fly a giant space robot. I'm 80. I got nothing to lose.
Well, it sounds about right.
Honestly, that's where it's literally...
You got nothing to lose, but that robot cost half the nation's GDP. I don't give a shit that you got nothing to lose.
Are there any books or rules to have a 40k Titan campaign, like an RPG
Oh
game?
my god. First, we have to
No.
appease the.
Because I know there's rules for the miniature files with that.
Only because people insisted on they be made.
Yeah.
They used to just be disgusting
I've been
pieces.
stabbed in
Like,
the
imagine if this was
back.
real. Like, of course, then people were like, let's stat it.
What are you doing?
How many D6s do you have? Fucking all of them. Here's a
Jesus
bucket.
Christ, Dave!
Yeah, that's me.
His shoulders are like ridiculously tense.
You'll have a 90% chance of the cockpit exploding from the pressure gravity change, and Jordan would still sign up for it.
Yep.
Dave!
I mean, I'd go out a
Why?
fucking hero.
I don't know. I lead a high stress life.
So
Pokey little
easy going.
hands.
It's like rocks. What is this?
My horrid back.
Titan campaign? I don't think so. Generally speaking, because
Yeah,
you'd be,
see?
like, assuming you have 4 players,
Jesus.
I'm not got. I haven't.
it takes,
like.
like,
I'm being molested.
demonetized.
Your tiny
four-
little hands.
4 to
Never
6.
monetized.
Yeah, 4 to
That's the
6.
secret. They can't demonetize you if you're not monetized.
If we don't.
4 to
monetize
6 people
ourselves.
are in the cockpit of a Titan. Thousands of people run it to the size of it. So, I mean, your entire party would be the people running said Titan. So,
One's for the left arm, one's for the right.
yeah,
One's for driving.
yeah.
Nah,
One's
I want to be the
captain.
guy that cleans
Yeah.
the shitter.
Who let the princeps out?
Eventually, when your body decays,
Dave needs a vacation with a Muay Thai
and you
massage
die of old age,
therapist.
they pop you
I'm
into a
working on it.
antibiotic tank, and you
I'm
ride
actually
that bitch
flying
into
out
the
tomorrow.
sunset.
But yeah.
Muay Thai massage therapist?
Okay.
Isn't that a
Isn't
combat
that a-
style?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like,
And Muay Thai! Ah!
and your massage therapist,
Oh.
Tony Jaa.
Tony
You know what?
Jaa.
You know what? Knowing what little I know of Tony Jaa, I believe he gives wicked massages.
With his knees at 30 miles an hour.
I don't like that they gave the Tau the version of a Titan, and it has 3 super railguns and more missiles than ever needed.
Yep. It needed to survive against a Titan.
Have you seen the Tyranids? It needs more missiles, if anything.
Yeah.
Do the Tyranids have their equivalent of a Titan?
Yes, it's called a Biotitan, and it's a nightmare.
It has so many squiggly bits.
Think of like Godzilla, except covered in tentacles.
Should I just do a game where you're all just piloting? Everyone just picks a racist Titan equivalent of a Titan. Y'all just go at it, and I just sit in the back going,
not a
"This is-
racist. A racist Titan.
Races.
A racist Titan. Just has a big white hood.
Oh no.
So if you guys could pilot any mecha, which one would you pick? I think
Mazin Kaiser or the Gurren Lagann.
I think everybody knows that I would pick the Goldagger.
What would you pick, Jordan, if you could pilot one Jack?
I have no idea.
Not even like an Imperial Titan.
No, they suck. Like they're just real big. That's the only reason people like them in 40 guys. They're just gigantic.
And
Like,
also
it's a
they're gaudy.
They're very shitty.
Actually, what about a Warhound Titan? Like the smallest and has a 3-man crew, and the crew actually gets out.
Yeah, but like in the 40k, like pick mech warriors, multiply the size by like 4, and then make it of really shitty parts. And you're pretty dead on.
Yeah.
Legit is the angriest thing in 40k.
Angry Marines.
The Anger Marine.
I guess tied between orcs
Oh
and
my.
Khorne. Depends what you're into. Like anger
Oh!
in a good way, or
Oh,
anger
no.
in a
That's a bad day.
gonna throw you into
Oh. Not
gonna
into
collect
that.
your skull for my god that doesn't notice me kind of thing.
God Senpai needs to
That's
notice
awful.
me.
Put that in Discord
I'm
so
gonna put
people have
that in-
context. That's
yeah.
awful.
So, Battlestick has a Kickstarter going now for a new box set. They are currently sitting at 1,624 US. I think a racist type would be a good idea. It's easy to deal with Tau. Heretics don't even fight in melee. That's what the Kroot are for. That's
Yeah.
all they do.
That's what their
Also,
mercenaries are.
that's kind of funny because that that implies they get to melee.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Tau or fighting in melee, you've done it wrong.
Yeah.
How about a Barbatos Lupus Rex? Oh boy,
I don't know what that is.
it's a type of Gundam. It's really fast. It's meant for close range combat.
Nice.
It has its entire design and combat aesthetic is built around the idea. You know, if I rip apart the armor, really that's the only thing keeping the enemy safe. So let's rip apart the armor. By God, it works.
Way.
There's
keeps
something wrong with the
cutting
mic because you guys keep cutting out. Jordan, are you sitting on the cable with the microphone?
Yes.
So there's something wrong with Mike.
The mic.
Mike's Mike.
Possibly.
Is that better?
Possible. I mean, it's still going.
Can you hear us now?
Personally, I pick up any Gundam from G Gundam. I love the control scheme. Well, you around punching things.
Then you hear that weird instrument when your new type stuff goes off.
No, Dave, you would still, if you were going to pilot a mech, you would still pick up Macross Valkyrie of some kind.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Which one? The YF-19?
I'd probably go for the 23. No, wait, the 25.
Okay.
Super Messiah.
Dom, do you know anything
Yeah, they
in
fucking
general
named
about
it.
CP pilot?
About mechs in general.
Yeah, or just any. What if you knew from what you know?
Maybe it'd be fun to just run around in a Thor from StarCraft 2.
Okay,
Yeah.
counts.
Mecha.
Would you say that your fandom is like largely Blizzard based?
I like Blizzard stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not obsessed with it.
Okay.
Oh wait, you know what? Fucking is Reinhardt's from Overwatch armor count?
Not really.
Is this
Mecha?
powered?
Power armor.
Oh yeah, I guess it's a power armor, not a mecha. tricky because you guys know that I don't know a lot of mechs.
Yeah.
You know what?
Neither do I. They keep subjecting me to this, so.
I like the mechs in Gadgard.
Okay.
What?
All right. No, that's fine.
What? I think they're nifty. The room being silent does not validate me.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
For
I
one,
don't know either.
Sam, you know why I'm
Sam
quiet,
is-
right?
doing something and falling asleep.
I was
On
looking
live
at
stream?
cookies.
Pass out a little.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cookies make me sleepy.
I don't know.
I'll
Maybe
go
because
Because we're live.
yeah.
To be fair, you were streaming nonstop. I mean, sorry, you were editing
I'll
nonstop.
stop this whole week.
I would actually be in an Imperial Knight in 40k.
Ooh, Imperial Knights are nifty.
minus
Okay, that's
discipline.
mecha. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Pure
I would
Knights
go
are neat.
for a Mad Cat Prime or a King Crab KGC 1010. You know what I need to play? I need to play Mech Warrior 4.
I want to play the BattleTech RPG
I have it.
or
Have
the real-time strategy.
The game or the?
Yeah, was it RTS?
Yeah, it was a game. Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, I want to play that.
It's okay.
Okay.
Like the concept is neat. I wish there was more of like the business aspect of running the mech crew
Oh.
was more involved in it, as opposed to like you just picking what the best reward is and then you go for it kind of thing.
If
Because
you
I really
could
enjoyed that part.
Inform the Imperium McMahon of one piece of information from all of 40k lore that they don't know, what would it be?
Oh,
The-
fucking stoop!
Unplug the Emperor.
Plug the Emperor.
Might want
He's
to move the
probably fine.
cable. Might want to move the cable, as half of what Sam was saying was cut off.
Oh, I thought that's what you were about to
Don't even-
advise
there's
them.
not much cable.
Move the cable.
I'm just very quiet. That's the
2018
problem.
is XCOM. So wait, tips are the game you're getting me for Christmas. That's actually going to be a strategy BattleTech game because Sam's going to just start screaming.
She is queen.
Gadgard is very underrated. The closest you'll ever get to having a steampunk anime.
Gadgard. Your gripes with Gadgard.
I don't have a gripe with it. I just when Gadgard came out, a certain kind of fandom arose around it very quickly, and I can't say what that is on stream.
Okay. Sure. Cool.
That's all I'm saying.
Interesting.
And that's unfortunately what it became known for in certain communities. Yeah. What's up? Oh, okay.
Present.
Here's what you do: pilot a Gundam, have a pilot a Daiguren, then you have a pilot as Transformers Star Destroyer. No, you just get a Guren. You just get a Logan and you jam it into things until you eventually get bigger.
Oh, if we're just going crazy, I want to pilot Mega Maid.
Or would that get you
Because
big?
fuck you.
Yeah, there's our bullet.
I have a robot form for her.
Yeah.
It's just the house.
I
It
mean,
just
there's
pops.
nothing saying we can't.
The house just like pops out a giant robot from underneath.
Yeah.
Because
You
why
know.
not?
It's
There you go.
why it's a wedding present. Not too
There you
big.
go.
I just know there's a Battle Armor RPG.
Try it out.
I just know if there's a Battle Armor RPG or a filled anime adaptation RPG, I'd play David Hayde or Guy over Dark Hero Variation. You can kind of do that in Best
Feels
of
good,
Us.
man.
Looks super cool.
Feels cool.
Steampunk mech anime is what I meant.
They
Teletubby
need
Gurren
weapons
Lagann
like this to
was
punch
bigger
through
than
that
galaxies.
god-awful armor.
Unfortunately, kind of threw down a good piece of media.
You're right there.
Dave
I did
went
know.
plaid.
What?
Yeah.
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 Like,
Engines are so powerful they warp reality. They've gone to plaid. Yeah.
it's coming to haunt you for lunch.
They're fighting back?
Yep.
Making its
No.
grand escape?
What's our time right now?
We're at 4:04. We got another hour to go.
Okay. I'll keep making minis.
It's just his getting.
Want to go lay on the couch over there?
Sounds cool.
She'll lie over in the corner and make noises.
Ah! Ah!
I already ate you! Fuck off!
Stay down!
Stay down.
Fuck you, pizza!
Dom with Gadguard, my only problem with it is it was very slow paced. That was it. That's my only real problem with Gadguard.
I kind of enjoyed that about it.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. It's just that's what I like in giant robot shows.
No. I'm just discussing. I'm not arguing.
Oh my
But
god.
no, unfortunately,
Look at
like
the
shortly
size.
afterward, a kind of fandom erupted around it. I will tell you what it is the second the stream ends. You'll be like, okay, that's why Mike. It's hard not to not know about it if you go and search.
You want to go sleep, Sam? I understand that, but I want to stay awake.
Oh, Chamber from Gargantian, the Vergis Planet. I miss Chamber. He was the best.
Oh, I forgot about Chamber.
He wasn't a giant robot. He was a best friend.
He was the best friend.
He was kind of a robot ex machina, but hey,
No, he was awesome. I need to get that as a Blu-ray. Chamber was really sweet. You run around his head, and he gives you advice on everything.
life advice.
Yeah. And it's all done in the form of military tactics, because Chamber doesn't understand anything else.
That's pretty much him.
You okay, Dom?
Yeah, I'm just reading a hilarious post.
Oh.
Did you... Well, I'll read it out so that the chat knows as well. Some woman flipped me off and honked
And honked you? Oh my.
honked in the McDonald's drive-thru because I was taking too long to order, so I paid for her food. Then when I got to the food window, I showed them both receipts and took her food. I paid for it, it's mine, not today, Satan. The follow-up.
Yeah.
A completely different post. So yeah, I'll make this quick. I was having a very busy day at work and I had to run an errand during my lunch break, so I needed my trip to McDonald's to be a quick one. I don't know why I expected it to be quick. Anyway, a guy in front of me was taking forever to order, and he was pissing me off, so I honked the horn at him. He proceeds to put his whole head out the window and look back at me for like 15 seconds. I swear he was like a fucking giraffe. I just rolled my eyes at him and motioned for him to hurry the fuck up. Well, this is where the fun starts. I placed my order once he finally moved along. I get to the window to pay. This McDonald's has 2 windows. And the girl says, that guy in front of me paid for my order. I started feeling guilty. I was like, damn, this guy just killed me with kindness. Nope. I get to the next window and the motherfucker took my food. I had to go without lunch today because I was impatient and pissed a giraffe off at McDonald's.
Pissed off a giraffe at McDonald's.
Yep. You know what? I like it.
Speaking of mecha, I need to see if I can find a cheap copy of Pat Labor. The Pat Labor series, heard it's good. It's good. It's better than the movies. I've had this discussion with Arcada. But I don't want my mom to lust after me.
Ew. Ew.
I don't want a brainless pink-haired girl to obsess endlessly over me. And I don't want to forget you exist.
What is happening?
Happens in
Razafon.
Razafon.
Oh.
It's confusing.
It's very
Bad
confusing.
time.
Razafon is one of those anime you need a flowchart for, but by God, when you are done with that flowchart, it's a good series.
I'm not down for that. I don't need a flowchart. I almost
need
made
to
one
put-
for Lord of the Rings and I fucking refused.
I don't need to put effort into my anime.
No, it is worth it for Razafon. It legitimately is. Like, all the little visual touches are meant to help you understand what's going on in the story.
We heard nothing of what Sam said. It was just he could pilot the Razafon, and then Mike was like, "No, let's not pilot the Razafon."
Well, it's pretty much
Gonna
long and short of
explore
it.
thoughts.
Haven't watched it.
I need to finish it. It takes forever. I can't find the fucking DVDs because fucking Genion
Died,
died. Just yeah.
So Sam, the Goldion hammer will be roughly 5 feet, probably when I'm done.
I'm like 5'11", guys.
So it's a gift for me then, huh?
No, it's a gift for me. I have to wield it.
Why is this
No, it's fine,
turning
fuck
into
you.
Archer, where Mallory is secretly in love with Sterling? It's Razafon.
Nope.
Because the main pilot of the Razafon's adoptive mother is in love with him, but also his biological mother is in love with him.
That's fucked up.
But his brother
He's in love with him.
is 20 years
That
older
looks
than him,
fucking
despite
great.
them being born at the same time.
And I love how it's
Because they're
asymmetrical.
twins.
That looks
His
The woman he
girlfriend-
loves.
His girlfriend is 2 different people.
Yeah.
To make sure before I moved on to that step.
Reminds me, I need to check out Darling in the Franxx.
I heard it's so bad that it might be worth watching.
for the lols.
I tried.
Sam might be 4 feet, not sure. You said you are how tall? I make the props scaled roughly to the person's height, roughly. I'm 5'11", although Jordan believes I'm bigger.
Sam might be 4 foot.
Taller. Taller. You're taller.
And if only Crunchyroll had
No,
Gunbuster Season 1, I
okay,
really
I
wanted
meant
to pick it
taller,
up.
nothing.
but you know what I meant.
Still trying to get me in women troubles.
The
No,
heck?
you think I'm taller
The
than
bloody
'cause
hell
you,
made
Because
Russ.
you keep saying that you're 5'11", and then you're
I'm
like,
not.
no, Sam, you're 6 feet tall. And I'm like, I'm not 6 feet tall. And you're like, you're taller than me. And I'm like, no, we're the same height.
I'm 6 foot exactly.
Flowchart, enemy,
5'11".
Tenchi Muyo, and Fate. Yeah.
We're gonna need
No, it's
a
not as
flowchart for
complicated
this
as Tenchi Muyo
conversation.
or Fate in terms of family relations. But Razafon is one of those shows where it pays off every single thing it sets up, and if you pay attention, it's all very well done. Ra
Razafon.
Rahxephon.
Razafon.
Yeah.
That's a flick button.
Perhaps it's a case of the author just up and giving up and making the scientist character evil because atheism or something.
What? Really?
Ah!
Yay!
No, it's
Jordan's
Jordan.
He's so cool. I love that guy. I'm hosting with my one viewer, which is my cell phone.
Is Jordan 6 feet tall or 6 feet tall? I don't know.
Like 6 human feet tall?
Are you
Yes,
6?
that is
I'm
exactly
sick-
what
I'm-
he is.
So, what are you doing?
That's my foot.
What? No, that's like right in my face. 6 human feet tall is the correct answer. If we ever play a weird Family Feud version of D20 Live lore, I am 6 human feet tall.
Not to pilot, I'd want the Iron Giant as a mech. Okay, no, that's really cool. I would pick that.
Whoa.
Do we have any?
No.
As I violently throw
First set
this
of
thing
Primaris
in.
Marines were not clones.
That way I
They
can find
were
That way I can find out how tall I
children
actually am.
who returned to
is that
Space
what we're doing
Marines the
now?
I'm
legit
gonna find
way.
out how tall I am because
It's in the back in the
I'll find it.
toolbox.
I'll find it.
Or we're kept in stasis for 100
Be sure to
bajillion
keep that
years.
out. I need to measure something else once you're done.
Okay.
Jordan, correct me if I'm wrong.
Already answered the
The
question.
first set of Primaris Marines were clones, right?
No.
No? Okay.
They were children that were filled out a questionnaire, not knowing what it was for, then returned to the Space Marines and kept in stasis for 100 bajillion years.
Till they could figure out how to make that shit work.
By 100 bajillion, I mean 10,000 actually knew the answer. It's just I wanted to be dramatic about it.
Or pedantic.
I am the same height as Patrick Boyvin.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is. Lord Jesus Christ, tell us who that is.
I'm 6'6"
Guess you're
tall.
Primaris
We
Marines?
have to hunt them.
They should be dry.
I hope so.
Otherwise, my hands.
So what's the deal with these particular version of Primaris Marines?
They are scouts.
Yep.
They are specially
These are
designed-
scouts?
Basically, yes.
What makes them more scouty than, say, a normal Marine?
Because I just said so, motherfucker.
Basically, there's like especially equipped and trained for infiltration and assassination.
I love how his Bowie knife's basically a longsword.
Yeah, no, for
No,
them
it's a
that's a
short
Bowie knife. Yeah, it's like a combat
I mean, he's got a
knife.
smaller but normal bolter.
Yeah, it's like they have,
It's a specific
when these
pattern?
guys came out, they came out with like 6 new patterns of bolter, of which the guy who invented them got no less measure of shit than he should have from the Mechanicus, who were super mad about it.
He's Pat from SBFP.
Dunno.
Yeah, only one person.
Tell me how tall I am.
Yeah, only one person recalled that a Space Marine vet that got turned into Primaris, he died and got brought back to life during the process. Should Monster Rancher be considered the first isekai?
What's an isekai?
Show where you die and come back in another continuity.
Don't always need to die. I thought it was just
I don't know.
You
getting
end up
like
there.
sucked into a video game.
It's not necessarily a video game.
Well, it's always 10,000 years when it comes to sci-fi. fantasy.
Fucking hell. I can't
I
get
don't know,
to
man.
you.
I don't know.
Dave, I need you to lean
it
back.
out.
We're best friends now.
Touch this model
Dude,
while it's glowing. I'm gonna dick punch
Guys,
you.
we now have control of the stream.
All right,
You
so
are-
we're in charge. Welcome to the Dave Variety
You're
Hour.
5'11".
I've
What
got
makes
special
you in charge?
Dave and Jordan Variety Hour with
Dom's
special
here.
guest Dom.
Special guest.
Hi.
So Dom,
Yeah.
how did you come around to being in this basement?
Why is it
today?
always 10,000 years when it comes to sci-fi? Cryostasis, Otaku,
I've already
cat.
answered
That
that
would actually be a
question.
Digimon.
It's a
I
hot
mean, I was
number.
tied up.
Yeah.
There was a van involved.
The button that says
Law
don't
bumping and mind
gouge me.
control.
And it's yellow.
Butt bumping?
Sometimes it's not 10,000
Yeah.
years.
On the van.
I just ended up getting Age of Wonders. You know that new one that just came out. Whatever. Point is, they were in crystasis for only 100 years. Which was enough to ruin everything, but apparently...
How long was Fry in stasis?
1,000 years.
1,000?
Give you
Such a crick in the neck.
How long was Fry in Futurama in stasis? Like 1,000 years.
1,000. Yeah.
Yeah,
On the dot.
so not 10.
I'm officially
Philip J.
5'11".
Fry. See, she's
But
a shorty.
Official D20 Live measurement as done by
Your
Mike.
personality is
David,
larger
we're
than
gonna
life,
get
so
Yep.
you seem
Oh no!
taller.
The shortest one here.
Ah, that's so much butt.
Ah.
It's okay. That's just my knee.
Oh god.
Oh.
We'll figure it out.
We'll buff it out in post.
Is it just me or is the white balance going crazy?
It does that. We're not sure why.
Yeah.
Someone get a sheet of paper.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Someone get Beth. Her skin.
For some reason, my shirt's blue on the stream, but
She's
it's green
wildly
here.
white.
It's a
fucking
teal.
vampire.
I forgot to put on his antenna.
Cool, now we can talk to the other
Now,
Communication is
shooty
important.
boys.
just so you know, you're up to date on the greater good.
Rudy Tooty,
Yes.
Elfie Shooty.
They was taller than me by almost a foot.
They're blue and they don't have noses.
Cool.
I'm gonna call them the fuzzy no-nose chimps.
Yeah, no, she's my height.
I'm 6'6",
I'm 6'4".
so
They'd refer to Dave in the 30s as a tall drink of
The
water.
white balance is season 2's penultimate villain. You guys have already met the penultimate villain for Arc 2 for D20.
Yeah, it's
white balance.
the greater good.
All right, hi Esquire. Another 6'6"er.
To end this out, I'm 5'3".
Anybody
Aw.
5'9" in the chat? Anyone?
I'm 6 human feet
Anyone
tall.
at all?
You're 6 feet tall.
So, like, what, like 2'6" tops?
Jack is like, why is everyone so tall? To be fair, Scott's the shortest one out of all of us.
But he also has a legitimate reason.
He does.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has a legitimate reason for their height.
No,
Yeah.
Scott's half a toaster.
I
Yeah.
lived in McDonald's for a couple of years during my developmental period, and the hormones in the meat made me big.
Not
Is that what
because
we're
half
going
the
with?
weight.
Yeah.
Here, Alexander Johnson is 5'9", and so is Jack.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. I just put an earworm in you.
I think
Son
the
of a
best
bitch!
I think the best part is every so often someone meets me for the first time in person. Like, hi, Mike. Huh. You are that big. Yeah.
Milk
There were
and
so many
genetics.
people at Con Bravo that was like, "Oh, hey, Dave," and I'm like, "Oh, hi." I don't. So sorry if I appeared cold or incredulous. I
Incredulous.
legitimately
I like incredulous.
I legitimately work at Con Bravo, so
Lord
So-
Jesus Christ.
So did they
goes,
pay you this time?
For some reason, I always
No.
thought Devin would be really
Didn't even.
tall. Devin is like like a couple inches or taller than I am. So
Yeah.
So
He's right
yeah,
between us.
he's about 6.
So at Con Bravo, you know, I've been recognized for
that's gonna
404s
stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a number of times, right, at different conventions. But it was my first time being recognized for D20 Live, and also Beth's first time being recognized for D20 Live, which was the first time she was recognized for anything online.
Well, that's great.
And it was so baffling for her.
Did it freak her out a little?
She was excited.
Good.
She's like, "Oh, you do watch me."
To be honest, Mike, when I met you in person, you're shorter than I expected. I don't fucking know what you thought I was gonna be.
So ye old bearded dude, is he just a mountain of a man?
No,
he's
he's
shorter
the,
than I am, but he's a nice
he
guy.
gave us the cheesecakes.
Hey.
That's nice.
Because his beard is as big as Mike. That's why he wasn't impressed.
To be fair, when Mike was first recognized for D20 Live stuff, he also freaked out.
Yeah,
So
It's nice. It's nice seeing the team get recognized though, because I know it happened to a couple people, and they're like, "Hi, Beth." Like, why are you talking to me?
This is
Well,
a
you just
recon
don't expect it because you
and when
don't,
it finds something real interesting,
like you just have to
Because
realize
fuck
we're
you.
just people
I
on a
spotted
fucking
you.
beat.
Pap.
No, I know. If there was one place you guys were gonna get recognized.
I just
Con Bravo.
I remember when somebody yelled out, it's like, "Hey Sam," and I'm like, "Hello, random citizen."
I love you, random citizen.
And they're like, "Doing a good job," and I'm like, "Thank you, random citizen."
I should start doing that.
Somebody legitimately yelled at me. It's like, "Hey, Sam, the production manager," and I'm just like,
It
Who
throws you off a bit
spotted
the
me?
first time, doesn't it?
It's like, who spotted me? Where am I? What is
mildly
going
spooky.
on here?
I still remember the first time I was actually
Who are you
openly
people?
recognized at a convention. I was with you in an elevator at Otakuthon, and like some of the people in the elevator with us leaned over to each other and was like, and you're just like, where?
No,
He
because
does that. He does that in
I'm
It's
used
so
to it by
good.
now.
I had no idea how to handle being recognized, but that like broke the ice for me. I'm like, okay, as long as you joke with them. Like,
Well, because the thing is, and this is the conclusion I came to from when I first started interacting with fans, is fans will never openly say that they expect to have a memorable moment when they meet their person,
Yeah.
their favorite creators in person. But it is a nice thing, so that's why I always try to joke around.
of course.
When they meet me for the first time, it's just like, Big Mike, fuck, I've been made, and I bolt.
Cheese at the fence.
I
found
do
me.
that a fair amount,
They found me.
right? And it's
You're a hard man
nice
to find. Apparently,
because
not
it's
hard
just
enough.
because it puts a smile on their face. It's like, oh, he did something fun for me, and that, right? The funniest thing that happened was to me when I got recognized recently was at the Walmart near my house,
Oh no shit!
and the fan was like, I'm like, yeah, I need to get this returned.
Wait,
I'm
that
really
fan doesn't know it was near your house. Now
So
they do.
Uh-oh.
It was because they were a fan.
They're
of me from
zeroing
the 404.
in.
The 404s. No, they were working there.
Oh,
No kidding.
Yeah, I was going to the return desk. I'm like, yeah, I need this return. No problem, Big Mike of the 404s. And I'm like,
Wow.
Hello? That's oddly specific.
well, that's been a while since I've been called that. Hello.
I do my own thing now, but thank you for the callback.
See, I haven't been recognized outside of a convention yet.
It depends on where you are in Mississauga, because of North, and there's a lot of Mississauga people here. If you're, I never get recognized around like Square One. Around where I live, I've gotten spotted a couple of times by fans. It's weird, and they've said, yeah, I've seen Mike. He lives in my area. I don't bug him because he's usually when he runs outside, he's not always well dressed.
It was
true.
It was weird to rewatch the 2012 highlights
Clearly
as
he's on a
Mike didn't
bender.
have the beard.
But he doesn't drink. He's on bending on something.
Because Tipsy was like,
Yeah.
it was weird to rewatch the 2012 highlights as Big Mike didn't have the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird for me to watch it because I see Mike the most out of everybody. At which point, like, when I go, oh yeah, this is my fiance with his beard, and then I watch some videos and I'm like, he didn't have a beard here.
Which is hilarious because there's the majority of the 404's footage that has me in it.
Yep.
I don't have a beard. Like all these old best of videos.
I think I've seen you shave, not even all of it off, but I've seen you shave once. And I walked up to you and I'm like, oh, hi, welcome to D20 Live. You must be new.
Yeah, I smacked you. I gave Craig Charles a baseball card.
If I ever become well known, I would not be able to stop myself from loudly saying, "Greetings,
It's
mortal."
addictive. It's addictive. It's addictive. Counter Saturn. I gotta
It
know.
is.
This is like Mike, citizen. We have graced you with our presence. Yes. What's one piece of technology from any sci-fi universe you would bring to this world? This world?
Mass Effect.
Yeah.
But then you need to refuel it.
Nanotech for healing.
Tricorder from Star Trek. Scan everything immediately.
I recognized at my local con for a Toku podcast I used to do. That was kind of weird since we stopped doing it 5 years ago and our following was never that big. Okay, no. Somebody recognized me for doing Blue in the Face, and I was like, who is this? Why? And they're like, oh yeah, you did like such funny reviews. And I'm like, who are you?
Oh.
Did you come back from 2012?
Explain everyone blue in the faces.
It's just,
Her old review
that's my
channel.
old review
Oh, a
channel.
review channel from Sam.
It's so bad.
From
Is it
Sam's
though?
past.
Subscribe today.
Don't! It's
There's
dead!
a really great Gal Geiger review on there.
That's the last one I did!
It's really great.
Which means you were getting better.
Yeah.
Then she switched gears.
Well, I
Spill
couldn't,
the beans.
I couldn't do it because I couldn't keep doing it because the problem was that I did it. I had been doing it since 2008, and I took a hiatus for like 2 years, and then I brought it back with my ex, and then I'm like, well, now it's everything related to my ex is in here, and I'm like, no, I can't keep doing this. But I wanted to keep the IP, so I was just like, it's mine. Yeah.
Even Beth hasn't seen this, but I have an old YouTube with stupid videos from middle school and high school when I had an alternate internet persona.
Hey, what's it called?
It's actually called "Go Fuck Yourself, Jordan."
Oh. How did you know?
But no, it's shameful.
I need to hang on. I need to
Like,
check
it's
now. Can you
cringy.
pass my iPad because it's got all my email addresses in there.
How did you know?
Over there. On your bag.
On the bag?
On your bag.
Creepy.
Your bag.
Know what's happening.
No, it's by Jordan's leg. Jordan, pass me the fucking iPad.
No
Fucking thing.
thanks.
Oh, God, guys.
Don't subscribe to that. It's bad.
I'm gonna
Give me
actively
one.
subscribe to that as soon as I get home.
That's awesome.
I do it for my phone on the way home.
It's good, looking really good,
And I'll
man.
leave comments and likes.
For the camera.
Don't.
So Loading Ready Run is doing Paranoia currently. Well, they're just a little late to it. They made one in 2001, but it was
Late to
limited.
it. Oh, been there, done that.
Yeah, I have.
We did that before. It was cool.
We did. They made one in like 2001, but it was limited to the atmosphere sensors and weather
Hang on, I'll
patterns.
switch it over.
Subscribe to the
Yeah.
channel's channel. You'd asked me what I was doing since the podcast ended, and I just pointed to
Ooh,
the podcast blog where I'm
spiffy.
only one still active.
Spiffy.
That is really
Actually, looks a
good,
lot
that
better
too.
on camera.
It's Spaceman Spiffy. Yeah, that's right.
That looks really cool. I like that.
Thank you.
And weird timing, the same dude just messaged me on Twitter asking me to cover Time Ranger. That's awesome,
Jeez.
Geki.
Oh,
Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you actually get a sub?
no, I didn't. Thank God. Nobody do it.
I'm gonna actively do it.
Don't.
I'm gonna threaten you with it.
Don't.
I'm still subbed because I was doing it
I
before.
know
it was
you.
cool.
I have other things I do.
I'm
Just
gonna,
the great space dragon.
I'm gonna threaten you with it because I'm getting a lot of enjoyment out of that.
I'll poke you.
Damn it! My one weakness. Female contact.
I think that's most nerds' weakness.
It burns. I'm so awkward.
I'm
No,
not on
don't
your
play
channel.
it.
I'm just watching. I'm just looking
Honey,
at the
no! I thought you loved me.
It was a ruse. Speaking at your YouTube channel.
If you love her, let it go.
If you love her, let it play.
No.
I'm technically in that channel too. Yu-Gi-Oh!
No,
Card giveaway.
stop!
Finally found the channel.
Found it.
No!
Well, that was easy.
Bullying live on stream.
Thought you all would have laughed at me trying to get the fingers articulated on the second gauntlet. Shadowcrone, it was way too much fun, that gauntlet. I love wearing it.
He does.
I do.
Rumors are
I'm
from his
legitimately
neighbors that he
watching
walks
my-
around his
Whatever.
house
Stop
naked just
trying
with the
to-
gauntlet.
Whatever rumors you've heard are true. We won't go into details of what those rumors are. Whatever you've
I
heard.
mean, I just fucking did.
The
Well-
rumor come out. Yes, he did.
There's the blue in the face channel.
They're fighting it!
God damn it, guys.
You literally told everyone what the name was. You give yourself to blame for that.
That's why I didn't say the name of my old channel.
What's the name of it, Dom?
What's the
It's
name
called
of
Go
it?
Fuck Yourself, Jordan.
What's the actual
It's
name?
weird how he knew that. It's almost prophetic.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Did you actually snap with the gauntlet? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it does snap, but it doesn't make the noise.
It has its own noises. It's not this sound, but it actually...
Clink, clank, squish. You know.
Walla walla
Squish,
bing
squish,
bang.
leather rub.
Old
Whoa.
videos would be an awesome Patreon reward. The thing is,
Mm.
they're not D20 live old
No.
videos. Everything on the YouTube channel is everything that's been in the archive.
It's called the embarrassment tier.
That's $100, guys.
$100 each month, and you have to have it for 3 months in a row before we believe you.
This leaking to Reddit
Random
nonsense.
You
input.
have
Love
to
the intro to the
literally
Comp Rob
suck
again this
my
year.
dick.
Glad you did.
Oh my.
The intro?
No!
Something.
God damn it!
Once this video goes up on YouTube, can we just call it Craft Stream, the one where Sam dies?
Yep.
Plot twist. Sam died.
You don't want shit to happen, don't ask for it. I'm not asking for it! God damn it!
What
She's
kind of,
actively protesting it.
what kind of reviews did you used to do?
It's video game anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, video game anime and movies. And because the thing was is that Matt wanted to do video game
Hold on.
reviews.
Matt the X.
Yeah, Matt the X.
Got context it up.
What a
Wanted to
piece of
do-
work.
He was a piece of work.
Okay, well, we're not going to badmouth him on stream.
I'm
That's
not.
nice.
It's
I
just-
might.
Piece of work. Wink.
So
Rip.
he wanted to do he wanted to do video game reviews, and I wanted to do anime reviews because I wanted to get back into watching anime, and I thought, oh, reviewing anime might be a good idea to do it. But we also wanted to do movie reviews because we went out on a lot of movie dates.
Okay.
So we could watch movies for free because the one it's the you know how at Square One they have like that thing, where it's free movie nights on Thursdays and during the summer. So
like could... the ones I like in the
Celebration Square.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like you could watch movies there for free, and it's just like you could just watch them for like the entire summer. We would have an entire movie catalog that we could just do, and it was great. Okay. Squall, no!
No, he posted the tricorder. The
okay.
Tricorder. Esquire found it though.
Are you sure? Very pissed off if I see this link to.
Oh no, being teased in the Discord, Sam? I've never had that happen to me ever. You poor thing. You're fucking.
Yeah, what's that like? Being teased in the Discord.
Discord. Is your iron hold on the fandom and their love for you and giving you nicknames and shit finally slips a goddamn millimeter
oh, no,
from the fucking pedestal it's on.
Did they demand another emoji of you? Give it up.
By the way, whoever did that emoji is fucking has my eternal respect.
I did it.
Oh, you did it.
She's facilitating.
You have my eternal respect.
Just
they asked me for it, so I was like, okay, here.
Can I see the emoji?
It's the fuck emoji.
Fuck?
They like see my face for some reason. Like, yeah, the fuck.
Never lick a thing, but I will bask in its.
Oh, hang on, Lord Jesus Christ, put it up.
I still remember Jordan adding ninjas to the general chat description on Discord and Mike's reaction. Yeah.
The fuck.
That was me. The fuck emoji.
That's funny.
It's just my fucking face.
It's super vain to say, but I want the image of like me as Daishi passed out to be an emoji. To be an emoji and just be head desk.
Does Restream not put up the
emojis?
It has its own.
They have their own emojis.
Based on like what's on Twitch and YouTube.
For my ass broke. You heard it here first, guys. My butt broke.
Salt and fire.
Salty fire. That sounds like the worst.
I'm mad. You got an emoji before I did.
Although
Although I technically have Nauticus.
You have Nauticus.
So
Nauticus was there first. He was the first emoji.
Yep. I just put one in.
I died laughing when Mike goes to explain his plan in L5R and Sam just has this the fuck face.
It was a good plan.
We needed a Jordan emote now. Jordan has the band hammer.
I put one in.
And that was before mine.
Technically, Devin needs one. Just don't know what we would make it.
That's the him. I want it. Me first.
What would you even want?
Crazy chair?
Tell me what you.
No, it would be. I'm having a night.
Yeah,
just tell me what you want, and I'll put it in.
I am having a lovely cup of tea.
I respond well to bribery.
You realize, of course, that now we know of this, a lot of us will watch the vids.
Yeah.
I respond well to bribery and
I go
demands.
back and watch them on my own.
I know you do.
I'm the reason the view count goes up. Honestly, I want Mike with a gauntlet looking at the camera with a smug look on his face as an emote.
Wait, we have a picture of that. I can do that.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Well, that wasn't hard.
One of Beth's just.
No, her with the fucking shakers.
Oh yeah, a
Maracas.
Silksy. Fucking maracas.
You might want to show the vid I DM'd.
Direct message or Dungeon Master?
Direct messaged. Dungeon mastered.
Dungeon messaged.
Ooh. It was sent by Felbat.
Never be embarrassed of your past, Sam. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be embarrassed, I have actual footage of the dumb shit I've done.
Oh no, I have worse videos that I'm more embarrassed about, which I'm never going to tell people about.
Should I tell them?
No!
I know where they are.
No!
You absolutely should.
No! Stop it, I will tickle you.
That will get made to an emoji very quickly.
I know where you live. No.
Like, I'll tickle you.
We're
in physical affection. God, no, what will I do?
We are in the place that he lives. Oh wait, was that too far?
You might want to show the vid I DM'd. There never been embarrassed to your past, Sam. Have you watched any of Rooster Teeth's new mech show called Genlock? I have not. I haven't heard anything about it.
I heard it's really good.
You don't have the link to that video.
It's got
I know
David
where to
Tennant in
find
it.
No,
I heard
you
it's-
won't find it.
I heard Genlock's really, really good.
I want to watch
I
some of
heard
it.
it is.
I even got a Rooster Teeth account, but I didn't do anything with it. Like, I didn't pay money. Got that free. So I guess I get to watch episodes 3 weeks after they air.
First
Is that how it
review
works?
I ever did on the blog, I will fully admit is crap, but I keep around just because it shows just how far I've come. Now you've piqued my curiosity, Sam. Now they're all just trying to find it.
Yeah, no, good job.
Oh,
Genlock is
no.
on Crunchyroll now.
Some hath protested too
Well,
much.
I don't have a Crunchyroll account because
Wait, which video
Crunchyroll
are you
is
talking
garbage.
Ooh.
Oh, I went there.
No, that one I'm actually pretty proud of.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you cringe when you.
I know,
showed
I
me.
cringe it, but the thing is that like the amount of work that I put into it, I'm like, cool. That's actually fine.
So you're saying it's okay for me to play that on the stream?
Don't
now?
play it on the stream though,
Okay,
because it's
that's
just because
consent.
it's copyright. It's got copyrighted music in there.
Uh-huh.
Stop. No, I talk.
Turn
Oh,
up your
that!
speakers
Yeah,
now.
Oh no, that one's horrible. No,
that
no,
one.
I'm not an
see,
asshole.
That one I'm embarrassed about.
Turn
that
up
one's
your
alright.
turn down your speakers now.
So this is a cool little paint that I ended up getting with the last kit I painted last stream. It's basically a bunch of paint mixed with sand.
Ooh, texturing.
Yeah, it's texture paint. So I just kind of put a big old glob of it down on the base, and I just kind of mush it all around.
Nice.
And it's cool if I get it on the feet of the Space Marines because it looks like they've been walking through mud.
Nice.
Entertainment cringe watching.
I do it all the time. It's called
Mush,
YouTube.
mush, mush.
Oh!
You check that out. A bunch of sand in there.
Whoa!
Robin.
Really neat.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of. I just kind of mush it all around. And if I get it on the feet and on the legs and stuff,
It just looks like they're dirty.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do like any shading for the paints for the Primaris Marines.
I
right?
mean, I could, but I don't know how to
For
do
highlights.
that really well.
Okay.
I don't have the paints for it specifically. Usually what you would do is you would take like a lighter blue or something like that, then you would just go around the outlines.
Or what is it? You take white paint, get most of it off the brush, and then dry brush the edges.
Yeah.
So that it goes on so thin that it highlights the edges.
I could try that. I don't really have a super steady hand for this though.
Oh,
So
that
I'm not-
caffeine, my dude.
I'm not really like.
Oh, that caffeine.
I've had no caffeine to.
All
There's
that
only two videos
MS.
that I'm actually proud of
Thanks.
from the Blue
I
in the
don't
Face
know.
era. That would be the Gal Geiger review
Yeah.
and the one about Big Hero 6. Only because like I just like my performance in it. I play a very disgruntled reviewer. Also, everyone just showed up at my house and I'm
Big
like,
Hero
"Why is
6?
there
How do you
all
hate Big Hero 6?
this-" No, I love Big Hero 6.
What's wrong with you, Sam? What's wrong with Big Hero 6?
Nothing was wrong with Big Hero 6. Actually, that's actually the entire argument that I had.
Why do you hate Joy, Sam?
See, okay, no, I'm not lying. This really did happen in there because, like, I literally said, "Hey, it's a good movie. It's just not like perfect." At which point, Matt was like,
And then the
"Oh,
world
why do
showed
you
up.
hate this movie so much? It's all your fault."
How dare
And
you
I'm like,
compare me to that monster? I mean, that piece of work. Wink.
I don't know what's happening.
Thought myself.
Fuck this shit up.
Thought I'm half tempted to record myself making all the D20 live props once all the patterns are done. My thought process of nope does not work. Damn it! Finally seems to work.
Yeah, do the thing. Do that thing on YouTube and.
Start your own crafting channel after you have gotten your dream job.
Oh,
Because if it's going to take off, it'll take off now.
but I did like my performance because I just for a bunch of people that were in this review that I did not expect to be in the review, and then my entire process was, "How the hell did you all get in my house?" And I'm like, "Yes."
I know I was in there.
You were in my house.
To get the fuck out of my house.
To her unbeknownst future fiance.
Yeah.
Fine, but I'll be back.
You'll want me
6
here, too.
years time.
So we're doing this entire bit where you found me annoying, And no one believed it?
Yeah.
No, I would believe it. Ba-dum-bum.
I was thinking of doing
Look
another
at that. We
review
can be
show,
funny.
but that
Alright.
wasn't
Oh,
part
that
of
was
Blue
good.
in the Face.
I'm about as done as I'm gonna get.
But I don't think I have time now to do it because just don't like. I love reviewing, but I don't have time to do it.
I'm not looking at
Huh?
Dom die?
Dom, are you alive?
I think he fell down the
Shit.
toilet.
He went in the back.
I'm dead.
The feeling the
think
audio
he fell
setup
down the
is
toilet.
only play pickup sounds above a certain level. It would explain why you don't pick up people sometimes. Yeah,
Like
the,
over a certain volume, maybe? Because it's this one mic right in front of us. So
Yeah.
the gain is also turned down because we were peaking a lot. So, yeah.
Yeah, the craft streams aren't like our full setup that we usually do
Yeah.
for like game streams. Just because it's more.
As you can see, none of us have microphones.
Yep.
Well, yeah, no, I think that would not go well while we're
No.
painting and gluing and things.
I
But-
tape it to my face. Just-
Oh, hey guys, welcome to D20.
it would be like,
This thing weighs like 40 pounds and is strapped to my head.
hey everybody, welcome back to...
Are we starting again?
Again.
Welcome
never
back to
stopped,
Can
you
Eat
nerd.
This?
Just heard the intro over and over and over again.
We never stopped you, nerd.
You're a nard.
Just a single one.
You single testicle.
You are worth one.
One whole testy.
You singular testicle. Rare insults.
From the mouth of Dave. Hey everybody. I think you are but a nerd.
That looks fucking
My
fun.
favorite insult is by far, who is this
Where are you
clown?
putting lactose in that?
Because not only are you referring to that person as if they're a clown, but not even a famous one.
Yeah.
I like this one from
Craft Check, a series of peaks and valleys.
Ba-da-ba.
I like this one from
Ooh, there
Space
was
Ghost.
instructions
Coast
this whole
to
time.
Coast. Space Ghost comes back from somewhere. He's like, "I thought you were dead." And the other guy, and Space Ghost is, "I thought you were rummaging for ham scraps down by the dumpster. You 6-piece chicken McNobody."
He's 6-piece chicken McNobody.
Yeah, I called Medium that one time. It's like, Mike, you're not supposed to be on stage, and you're supposed to be dumpster diving for scraps, you 6-piece chicken McNobody. And he just went, oh!
Oh!
It just,
And you gutted him.
it just like goes right to the soul, you know?
Oh!
Beautiful.
Yep.
I think that was your first North, too, Dom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh my-
love that so much.
Well, with the 404s, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like, is Mike always this vicious? Like, nah, I'm just an asshole.
All of the time.
It never ends.
Never-ending torment.
It's hard to insult someone well. You do it so that you're hurtful. You can do it where you're just copying stuff, but to do it well is very difficult. There's a kind of one of those talents that you need to constantly build. Some other
Chicken
stuff.
McNobody. Did I mishear that? It's a 6-piece chicken McNobody.
Yep. Not even the 10-piece.
It's like lightly inferring that that person is trash as well.
Yep.
Like just common.
Just like garbage food.
Basic bitch.
It's a great insult because it has so many connotations to it.
I'm gonna
It
turn
goes
the
to
game
so
back
many
up
places.
Yeah, you might as well.
Because, like, people are...
Whoa!
I'm moving you! I'm moving you!
Whoa!
Scrounging for hand scraps. It's like, are you get out of here, you fucking raccoon.
I thought you'd be dumpster diving for ham scraps.
Don't give this piece of shit apples, I'll go wash it in a river.
You have some cotton candy.
Now
and
I'm
you
craving chicken.
bewilder
Yeah,
them.
me too. I haven't eaten today yet.
You guys want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings?
I forget a lot.
Are we
No,
going
wait,
out-
that's not
are we
true. I
going out for
have
dinner
full
after
cereal.
this?
Can-
Because if we are, I
can
gotta
we?
go have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we?
Do you want to have a conversation?
I'm gonna go have that conversation.
You go have
I need to go have a quick dinner and then I gotta go home. I have
This
adult
conversation
things
code
to
for
do. I have
taking a dumper.
responsibilities.
So, like, Dave, do you actually want to go to Wild Wings
I
after
do.
this? Jordan, are you coming?
If I can, yeah.
Yeah, you can get a ride.
All right. Till Ford.
What?
Said Ford.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'll give you a ride.
thanks.
I'll see whether or not I can.
I'll just get an
We had
old
plans
widow to
to
buy
go
me
to-
drinks. My sister used to do that when she was younger. She would dress up really nice and go to the bar with about. She'd go to this cougar bar with about $20, and she'd get drinks all night long, just flirting with old men.
Oh,
It was pretty impressive.
that's
I'm
dirty.
pretty sure I could do that too, but I
Skill.
don't want to.
That's greasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like, it's just.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on behind me.
Jordan's a ladies' man, I see.
No, but I play one on TV.
I don't know.
Like
That
Dookie
time you
Howard.
came in, you're like, yeah, I was like chatting up 3 girls, and I'm like, what? When? What time did you have? And you're
It's a
like,
very-
all delicate time.
I go through periods. My dating life is very feast or famine. Okay, it's either I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with all these women swimming around me, or this is
The fuck
A
women
desert.
swimming around you?
a desert that I will never escape.
The hell did I miss for like the 5 minutes I was gone?
You know how this works.
I know, but I expect to be caught up.
The stream fluctuates wildly.
I know. What did I miss?
We talked about Jordan and how he's a ladies' man.
Well, he is.
And how you
no.
keep dumpster diving for ham scraps.
Women think raccoons are cute.
Call back!
I was just gonna put this off.
Callback and an insult.
Women think raccoons are cute.
This is why I
Raccoons
refer to
are
myself as a trash
scrappy.
panda. Because I am like a raccoon the
And some
size
women
of a
really
panda.
like ham. It works out eventually.
See, I found
What's
the only
the-
woman who finds me legitimately attractive, and she's right here.
Once the planets align, and I've prayed to enough of the gods, it'll
Old
happen.
and new.
See, my tactic for finding a woman actually paid off. It just took me 30 years.
No, your tactic for finding owners
When were
is to
you- when
kick
did you
them away
start?
from you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What the hell, Mike? Like 30 years?
When did you start?
Well, my logic was, if I become famous enough,
6
eventually
months,
someone
time
who
to get
finds me
going.
attractive will show up.
Let's go, player.
So the second I got into one of the things I always dreamed of in the 4-4s was maybe if I'm lucky, I'll find someone who finds me
That's harsh.
attractive.
Gods are busy at the moment. Please check a different dumpster. Oh, harsh.
Oh, rough.
Rough.
I like it.
Oh, man.
It's because it's not about you.
Yeah.
I love these insults. None of them are aimed at me.
Yeah.
That's how it fucking works.
The best part is, if you think about it, his favorite god in canon is still the Emperor of Mankind, and that's really an appropriate place to put the Emperor as a dumpster.
Who says his throne room isn't a dumpster?
Basically, it's got something decomposing in it.
Oh!
Jordan's just like, I'm gonna punch you in the tit, and it's gonna.
I won't though,
isn't
because I feel like
wrong.
if I get violent about the god, like,
I've won.
a fucking fictional character, it says a lot worse things about me than getting upset about a fictional character. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, yeah, you're shitty, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Still make you a little cross?
What?
No, it makes him a big cross.
Yeah.
Little cross?
I love you, Jordan.
It's fine. At least my childhood hero doesn't require a regular WD-40ing.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, snap.
Optimus is squeaky. Was he out in the rain?
You see, unlike your childhood hero, mine comes back from being near killed.
And he's destroying.
My corpse god never truly died.
Neither did mine! Mine got back up!
Yeah.
Is he great? He's
After
great.
Shia
Okay.
LaBeouf had to
Even then, he's
dingle
probably
his
coming back
face.
a bit.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Thank God Shia LaBeouf was there to help him along.
You know, that doesn't count.
That never happened.
Oh no! It's part of the apocryphal scripts.
Robot CPR from Shia LaBeouf.
Oh my god. This went so many good places. I love it.
I was gonna say at least mine doesn't need jumper cables to stand up anymore.
But
he might.
Yeah, he just is called the 10,000 souls of people that die every fucking day.
But he might.
Are they really feeding the Emperor, or are they feeding a psychic fire that is being used as the the Astronomicon?
Just
Yes.
no. Okay. Dave,
Yes is the
Dave,
answer to that question.
Are they feeding him psychers, or are they just fueling his giant cushy chair?
That.
Yes. Again, you guys are joking, but you're nailing it.
The 1,000 psychers just roll the
A day.
just the
Move the back rollers.
Just move the back rollers back up and down. You think he's actually still alive because you see him moving.
The corpse is being giving a massage.
I mean, couldn't hurt at this point.
He's got lumbar support.
Oh, I gotta
I
sit
just
in that chair
imagine
and
the
get my
entire
back
situation
work.
gets resolved by like one old Italian woman goes up. You need to give him 3 glasses of olive oil. That'll get him back up. He's running. Shut up!
That's because it doesn't have enough oil.
Did I stutter?
Yeah.
I am the
Did I
chair
fucking stutter?
Do what I say, Cheo.
At the back, she hits him. It's the custodies.
Giuseppe.
guy. There's no tomato sauce around here anywhere.
He's got no more feet on those bones. Feed him.
She's just painting food on his face.
He's truly the god of comfy chairs.
Yes!
Except that it's a fucking golden throne. There's no way in hell that's comfortable.
To be fair,
That's why he died.
gold is a
Lumbar
soft
support.
middle.
He broke his
also-
ass just like Dave.
Yeah, my ass is really sore from this floor.
Thoughts on the Emperor podcast, episode 3, Jordan?
I don't know what that is, and I've never heard of it.
Ah, those are the thoughts.
Walk me through what the topic is, and I'll try to participate.
Who would win, the Emperor or a little old lady?
Right now, little old lady.
If she can get past the fucking centurions,
The custodians,
yes.
Yeah.
She just walks
That
up.
old lady deserves to
At
kill
this
him
point, it's
for-
like, who would win, the Emperor or a strong gust of wind? It's like, I don't know. Like, how on there are those tendons, buddy?
Because the thing is, too, you gotta think about the fact that that's just a huge chamber. That probably has a really wicked wind flow, and every so often, like, a bit of skin flaps
The
off.
books have actively said it has its own fucking weather patterns.
Oh
in
my
the room.
god.
Yes, it's that big.
A little old lady walks in with like a little hand duster. It's like,
Sometimes,
no.
some parts of the room it rains.
It's so big. All I've ever seen is close-ups of, the Emperor on his goddamn throne.
Yeah, no, it's real big.
With his with one leg up, like he's about to sass you about.
The Golden Throne is not a throne. It's literally the entire room, and it's a fucking microclimate.
So most of Holy Terrace just exists to keep this guy going.
Yep.
Yep, there are battleships with microclimates on them. Just
Well, to be
because,
fair, in real life, like certain larger aircraft hangars have like microclimates.
Oh yeah.
The Emperor's Text-to-Speech podcast, episode
So
3. The
good.
topic was the Inquisitor Draco, the first 40 King novel.
Oh god, text to
Draco
speech makes me
Malfoy.
cringe constantly.
Why?
Consuelo,
I
the
put
secret
this in-
Italian ninja.
I put this in Discord because like people are like, okay, I want to get into 40K, but I don't know where to start. People are like, Emperor's text to speech. I'm like, that's the fucking worst place to go because it's all memes.
Yeah.
That's like being like, I really like Arthurian mythos and I'd really like to get into it, but like,
Sorry,
you should
sorry.
see the Holy Grail for Monty Python. It's like, no, yes, but no, no, yes, but no. Like it has all the right characters, but it's not even close to good.
The maid accidentally breaks the Emperor's arm off, looks both ways, and calmly puts it back on and walks away.
She's always walking around with like super glue.
Just like
to
she's
glue
just
it
like,
back on.
she's got one of those dustbuster vacuums vacuuming the Emperor's face.
Oh, eyebrow came off. Oh no. Oh no. She spits on it and slaps it back
I
on.
was like, oh, Dios mío.
I
Dios.
fix it. She's
Dios
got, like, a little-
mío.
I fix.
She
kidding?
sprays
She'd be-
it, she just sticks it back on.
She'd be cursing it out. Deal, porco.
I don't know what that means.
Thank God.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh no.
Trying to find a picture of what the Golden Throne actually is, and
It's hard not
it's
to
not
find
a
like
throne.
the close-ups.
It's a fucking like 3-building complex that culminates into a chair. Like
Oh, sorry.
It's not.
Let the
It's
guy
not
d-
small.
You
Let
have
the
your
guy
vengeance.
die so he can ascend and become a chaos
My
god of
revenge.
Dominion.
Crack.
What are your thoughts on the
Oh, my hip.
Warhammer?
My dragon's
If you've
slightly
heard
more
of it.
silver.
I don't know what that is.
Oh no, did I?
The mage just glues the emperor
Okay.
back together.
Like they
I'm not
find
worried
him in
about it
better
being more
shape than when
silver.
oh, yes, I fixed him.
His scriptural
Ow!
underbelly.
Yeah.
I was like,
Did we get away with one?
it's like she put him back together like a vase.
He's covered in cracks.
What you do? Gave him
It
a
was
good
like-
meal.
What?
How? It's good.
4K
It's spoon.
podcast.
It was like my old husband. Just
Whoa.
put it down the throat.
I've never heard that podcast. I've got like 2 names of podcasts I now need to hear because I am really big into podcasts, but I listen to ones about ghosts predominantly.
Ghost.
I like spooky podcasts.
Emperor's
What's that
House.
Oh,
one?
you should totally check out.
Night Vale.
Ben, I'm 4 seasons deep.
No,
Yeah.
you should check out Night
I
Mind
got
on
their
YouTube.
I got their book.
Oh, nice.
Like check out
Which
Night
one?
Mind on
They have
YouTube
two.
because he does a whole bunch
the
of
first
stuff
one, then.
about like spooky things on like ARGs and stuff.
Oh, neat.
Like,
Have you guys ever heard of the Magnus Archives?
No.
I've
Super
heard of
super
it.
good. Super good. It's all each episode is like they started off where it's bits and pieces and then they end up wrapping the whole thing up into a continuing.
Oh, okay.
It's great.
You know, like
Magnus Archives is a great podcast.
Oh.
Night Mind does a bunch of stuff where it's like spooky ARGs and they're he'll summarize them and everything.
Fucking flex tape.
And he'll show you where they are. So if they're ongoing, then he'll be like, go find them
Oh
here.
yeah, you're like huge into ARGs, aren't you?
Now
Yeah.
you get the spray flex seal. That's how you know.
Flex seal.
That's a lot of damage. The Emperor's now just stark, top to bottom latex black.
Juice and flex glue. If the Emperor died, he'd more than likely become the only god of order in 40k and would go to war with the Chaos Gods, likely winning until Khorne showed up. I don't know, maybe.
He'd still be. He's pretty wrathful.
They're really pushing
And
it so that
conquesty.
like the Emperor is kind of like bigger
Bless
There you
you.
than any one Chaos God, but like not as good as all of them put
I know.
together.
I know, Sam. I read it too. I read the comment too, and I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
What?
I like the sword on the back.
Yeah.
Volsar, ask me that question!
What is what?
Volsar.
At Con Bravo this year, my second best event personally after D20 Live was the Transformers TCG tutorial where I won a Devastator deck. Now Noir and I are obsessed with the game. Mike, do you know the game?
Yeah!
Vangelis has been trying to get him on this game for like the past year.
Since it came out.
Has your
I don't
fight? With
I don't have that kind of money.
Oh.
Because, Jordan, it's me. If I go down this rabbit hole
of Transformers.
of a Transformers and a trading card game, I'm going to go down,
No.
and I'm not going to have anyone to play with, because none of you assholes will come with me, except her out of obligation.
We don't. Okay, so the official answer then, Volsar, is that we don't have the want to hold that intervention. We're avoiding your blue.
And Vangelis keeps inviting me out to these goddamn events. He's like, Mike, I'll teach you. Don't teach me. Mike, I'll make you a deck with 3 Optimuses in it. Shut the fuck up. Mike, you can get Metroplex, a card this fucking big.
Why?
Because their card size is relative to how big their characters are.
What?
Oh, that
Are the
doesn't
little
sound like you
cards
can
then?
make a fucking deck out of anything.
Yeah.
It's like little cards for
It's
the
like-
mini cons?
It's like
Or
this
is it
is-
like one
Well,
card
the
turned
smallest
sideways
cards
with
are like
3
this. The smallest
How
cards
can
are
you
like this
forget
big.
about his addiction?
They don't see it in the shots.
No, we filter that out carefully.
It's behind the camera right
It
now.
I literally have so many Optimuses right now, they're coming off of the shelves.
Like, I don't understand
They're kinda,
why you
yeah.
would do a different card size. Like, I get contextually why that would be cool, but at the same time, you can't build a deck like that to save your fucking life. So, like, hold on, let me get my robot portfolio. And, like, I have to unroll my fucking Triptychon.
No, the best part is he has a card protector for it.
Oh.
So there's a gif of him just
Yes,
flipping
so-
it over and he's
yes, so-
transforming Metroplex.
Yeah, so do I. It's called a binder.
Yeah, there are 8.5 by 11.
Hold on, I'm
sheet
gonna
protectors.
play my Metroplex.
But yeah, I don't want to pay $10. $20 to go down to Toronto.
Started, like putting out the pieces of it. Like,
What are you
there
doing?
it all forms to one.
You have to put it on one of those things that you put jigsaw puzzles so they don't get ruined.
Yeah. Plank of plywood.
Yeah, no, it's just like I don't want to pay the $20 it's going to cost me every time to go to Toronto to play it with Vangelis,
Yeah, that's nuts.
and just because it's going to be I'll do
Honestly,
transit.
make him bankroll it.
He's willing to. That's the problem.
Well, then, as long as you don't take anything home, you can avoid
Noir
it.
has Metroplex. Yeah, here's my deck. Smacks the table with a 50-pound trapper
keeper.
Because here's the thing: the biggest guy in Transformers they haven't made yet.
Fuck.
Okay.
One of what there's two types of units that are bigger than Metroplex. Who's this big, right?
Yeah.
One is Fortress Maximus, who's supposed to be bigger than Metroplex,
Uh-huh.
and the other is Primus and Unicron, who are planet-sized, and everyone's betting that a card's going to be made.
That would just be a fucking poster.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, let me play my fucking Primus. It like unrolls like a scroll across the table.
It's a,
They're saying it's
printed
on
like a
guys,
banner.
can you
It's on a
move your
building
lunch?
outside.
I was there at TFCon. They're like, yeah, we're going to make it a
that.
playmat.
So it was
How
like,
did you
guys,
know you
move
were
your
gonna get that
lunch.
card?
And you know what?
Right.
It sounds really cool as a playmat, but I can't get into this. Because I know where I'm going to go with this shit. And I'm talking over this over time, and I don't want to go down this road.
Make him bankroll it and take nothing home.
Then it's
he said he
his
wants
problem.
to, but then I
Where
got
do you think I get these things from?
Or who?
Devin bought that. Make him bankroll it.
He's actually willing to bankroll me on a lot of
Then
stuff.
just do it. Worst case scenario, you're like... and
Because
you
the
leave,
problem was
it's
I
not
was
yours.
supposed to get into the L5R living card game with Devin, right?
Yeah.
And I said to him, Devin, I'll pay half for the stuff you get, and you just keep my decks up and running, right?
Sure.
He hasn't fucking done that. And I
Oh,
want to
no.
get into L5R because I want this thing to be a living card game.
He
This
likes.
TCG.
I think Devin likes L5R, but it's such an overarching thing that in order to get into it properly, you'd have to probably quit his job.
Yeah.
Okay, so it
At
is.
some point, Devin has to just work at run a hobby shop. Really,
I don't know why he hasn't already. Honest to God, but whatever.
he just needs to own a hobby shop.
do you
Bankrolling
call
in
it?
general is hard.
What do you think you would call
Imagine
it?
that, the D20 live
Hobby shop.
hobby shop. Everybody runs a different thing. Beth and I would run escape rooms.
Nah, we just call it, oh, fuck
You hit the
you.
wrong button. You get a shot with a fire extinguisher. God damn it! We told you to take out the fire extinguishers. Like the room is called the fire extinguisher. The clue is in there.
For a reason.
Alternatively, it's called the fire extinguisher. I didn't expect them to use the actual emergency fire extinguishers.
Well,
We
my
have the
original
fake
plan-
one.
I say to
Other
fire
note, have you
chief.
actually ever shot a fire extinguisher at somebody?
Yep.
No.
It's a great time.
My original plan.
Have you ever
was-
actually shot anyone with a fire extinguisher?
No.
It's hilarious. It's the most fun.
When have you done this?
I found a
would
fire
love to try
extinguisher
to
in my
help them with
garage
that
and
stuff.
it expired.
You don't want to put it in
So we were gonna
Mississauga,
throw it out, but I blasted my friend Chris with it until I ran out.
No, my original plan was to have D20 Live. If D20 Live kept growing, the cameras we got, just rent them out and have like a little rental space.
Okay, that
right?
sounds fun.
I used to record it.
funny.
I used to do terrible shit to my
that.
friend Chris. I did listen to you, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
We were playing
Tau Pathfinder with a rail
something. I don't remember what, but he was
Tau
sitting on his leg weird, and causing his leg from like mid thigh to foot to go numb.
This is
You know how you
kind of a
get up
smaller
and get that
railgun.
pins and needles where you can
Most
move
of
your
their
foot
weapons are
across the
railguns.
screen?
Yeah.
I got up and I
This
kicked
is
him
a
in the
single
calf.
barrel, and this is a twin barrel.
Like full start, like whack, and he
Devin
went
is-
down like a sack of
Devin
shit.
does not have a store.
Oh,
We're
pulse
saying that he
carbine.
should have a store because he'd be
Bother
really
him on
good at it.
Discord about it.
Because he's
Yeah.
the leader.
Devin, open a store. Just do it.
See, Devin should have a store,
Just a
and then
second.
next door, Scott should have a
Where's
board
Drive?
game cafe.
Oh, I want to look at them.
It should just be one store and they just run the division.
That's
Everything
true.
except
It
the
could just
and
be
Jordan
one giant thing.
works there.
Thanks. I would.
Jordan,
As
He
manager,
trusted me
manager.
with his
Jordan
small
runs the whole
child.
thing as
Like
a
I have
manager.
no better things to do with my life. No, I would absolutely.
You would totally do
He
it.
trusted me with his small child. No! The look he gave you.
I literally went nowhere near it when I did that sound. Okay.
That's the
And,
first time I've ever
no one
intimidated
could stop
Jordan.
devastating besides that comparison much plus.
Jordan's just like, I would be in a position of power. Yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah, no, Jordan, you'd be a great guy for running a store.
I am like the
Here's your dragon.
the ultimate templative D&D villain where I have all of the lust for power but none of the fucking ambition to go far with it.
God, I want this
It's
store
like,
to be a
this
thing
is
now.
why we're like, if we
I've
give
taken
it to
over
you-
this warehouse. I'm done.
Yeah. A recon drone that just kind of floats in. And
Oh
it's
god,
like,
I want
oh,
this store to be a
suddenly-
thing now.
You see, my original plan.
You know how it would be a
you.
good way to
It's
get
not
a
so much
store up
recon
and
as it
running
is
is if we got
preemptive
donations
attack.
so we
Yeah.
can back all.
But it lets everyone know
mortgages.
where it is when it starts
Just saying.
firing at them.
That's true.
If you want the D20 Live store, you're gonna donate.
Make it a donator. Make it
It's
a
a combination store and board game cafe in Mississauga.
We need to,
Domix did it. We can fucking do it.
We need to bankroll this. We need some capital, guys.
Same difference, right?
Well, we have patrons, right?
Remember, never use your own money. Capital.
That's what I'm saying.
Bankroll this for us, guys.
It's like, where's Mike? He's in the back coming up with stuff. Fuck!
He's being productive.
He's being productive.
Are you kidding? That entire store would be like the Emperor's chamber, and you would be sitting on the throne.
Front cannon.
What does he do up there?
I would give you foam things to throw at stuff.
Yeah. The way this is stars, each character.
This is the foam axe of writer's block. Just hucked across the room.
Volsar, stop fucking talking about the TCG. Fuck, no. I could bring Lost Edition. Press with me. I'll be war between the albums and let's keep functioning vids via Patreon.
Yeah, because we're not good business people.
Or watch it somehow be a stupid success because we just found the right spot.
Yeah.
You mean the G spot of business?
I meant physically in the city of Mississauga.
I don't know what that is, but I'm putting it in the business proposition to the bank.
Yeah,
we are the G spot of business. It's like, what does that mean?
We'll get Tyler to write up all the policies.
With just our fingers, we can make
We'll
it
get
bend
Tom
to our
help
will.
with counting.
Okay, but where's the G spot? I don't know.
But
I
we're willing to
haven't
find it.
With
Bald
just
man
our
in the
fingers,
canoe.
we can bend it to our will? It's just drives like sweat.
Remember, bald man in a canoe.
He's like, I've never heard that one before.
Donate
to the
to
Emperor's
Patreon.
At Patreon/D20 Live.
Actually, donate to D20 Live today to get the D20 Live Comp Bravo 2019 notes, which has an extra bonus boss inside it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Super
Case,
secret
we have
bonus
time.
boss.
Yep,
Bonus
exclusive-
boss.
Exclusive only to Patreon subscribe patrons. It's 5:05. We should stop.
Yep.
Well, if this is like, you guys should open a store, someone bankroll it, and everyone in chat's like, someone should do that.
Yeah! Everybody, please.
Everyone else but me should do that.
Sorry, Spite.
But like, everyone's saying that. Oh, yeah, it's a great idea. Crickets.
I think we
Crickets
killed
backing
Sergeant
up.
Spade.
Backing
Careful
up.
what you wish for. We might end up with a store.
If we do, holy crap,
Oh, that
that'd
would
be
be-
Oh, I'd
amazing.
finally be able to quit my job. Holy shit. Like, live with less stress.
Simple child. You would make a third max what you do now.
Oh my god, I'd have to go in minimum wage.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
We're all gonna have to live together in a reasonably sized house.
Well,
that
okay,
about
so
my
if we're
job.
gonna make 2 stores and a fucking commune, looks like we're buying a plaza.
Chat and make it happen. Make it so.
Oh.
Yeah, all 12 people in
We
chat
should
get
do
Oh
to
god, guys, we should make Tyler design it. He works well with anxiety.
Don't be... Yeah.
Thing is,
the
he would
ground
though.
up.
He'd look up and go, "Oh, but it would be a good store."
He's halfway there already. He's just like, I bet you anything. He's like, I've got plans and I've already written it out. And
He's watching this stream today.
He foresees
He's like, guys, why aren't you using the intercom system I made you? Because it makes us all sound like the God Emperor, and there's only one!
sadly in the wrong part of the world.
we just watch
Love of Christ, people, we were joking.
Please
find-
don't actually.
Jordan comments, no!
There will come a day if D20 Live actually gets big enough, like around the 10K range. I could see the fans just being like, just enough, just by the odd of numbers, just having enough fans to go, yeah, okay, here's money. Here's money. Go. Do it.
Now, everybody in the stream, here is tonight's homework. Share D20 Live with 3 friends.
Yeah.
And they tell 3 friends.
And
they tell 3 friends.
And they tell 3 friends.
Ah, it's
Flawless.
a multi-level
Why didn't we
marketing
think of it
system.
sooner?
We'll be
We
at
will
10
base-
grand tonight!
We'll base our channel on a pyramid scheme.
If you act now, you could have 3 people in your employ.
I'll find oil to sell to people.
It's not
This
actual
essential
crude oil.
It smells like French fries.
This kid
Did
got
she just leak a deep fryer? Yes! It's got bits in it!
Please share with me, myself, and I. Homework and done.
Smell it. Don't apply to your skin unless you like breakouts.
Yeah. Well, if you want a rash today, boy howdy do I've got the thing for you.
Oh, we should just sell my bathwater, guys.
Oh, no!
Oh, no. I thought of something really bad as a bad prank. It's just like Big Mike's bathwater. Ruin the dice rolls of your game master.
I'll just go
hold on,
get like
hold on.
pond water.
Thank you, Tipster. Thank you, Jack.
Screw it. I'll use my real bathwater. I'm not a cheap whore.
It says black. There's like a little bit of moss on the top.
Oh, no!
We'll sell my bathwater, and it's just
Gross.
gonna be
That's
a small
the
jar of marinara.
The moss on top is the exfoliant.
Probably
like a
some friends
roll-on.
I told about this don't care for TTRP videos. They prefer podcast versions. But if they subscribe to the $20 tier, they can have the podcast version of the D20 Live thing because everything goes up as audio in there.
Not just that, but all of them.
Yeah.
And you know what's even better? Just launch YouTube in the background, play the video, do something else. We're a podcast.
Please, no, not the bathwater insanity.
Dave, you're a wizard.
I do it at work.
You're a wizard, David.
I'm a wizard.
All right, so as we said,
You're a hairy wizard. What?
we're gonna
You're
go.
a hairy
We're
wizard.
gonna have dinner.
We're gonna go have dinner. While we're at dinner, we're gonna premiere the video for.
We'll set it up just right now.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Just because that way it'll just go up, and then
And
you
you
guys
all
can
enjoy
watch
it.
All right, folks.
We're also gonna work on the plans for our store.
All right, folks. It's not that we're having
The store is
fun
a
here.
joke, and
we're
that's
having
why it
too
will
much
inevitably
fun.
be real.
But remember, share it with 3 friends, and they'll share it with 3 friends.
And
If
so
not,
on.
go on
And
Reddit
so on,
and
so
go on Reddit and don't shut up about us. Do Imager posts about us and get everyone else to do that the same way.
Did you know we don't actually have a subreddit?
Oh my God!
You'd think one of us would have hoarded out enough to get one
You
going.
think we would have, but
We have to get Beth and Nicole on that.
Night,
Night all.
everybody.
Good night. We love you. Bye.
Thanks for hanging out, people.
Bye.